Sort out my cables here. Audio testing 1 2. How's the audio? Okay, it looks like we're live. Let's see here. Testing 1 2. The lapel mic. Hello. Music is on. Okay. Hello everyone. Just adjust the music in. Alright, welcome to Sungrain. I'm Jerrel. Today I'll be sculpting some new creatures. This will be fun. We can hang out, we can talk about whatever. I can share some behind the scenes stuff, some upcoming plans. I apologize, I'm gonna have to use this single camera setup. I had a multi-camera setup working perfectly, and I've been trying to figure out why it isn't working, and I think I know what happened. Windows keeps updating itself, and sometime after it updated itself, my multi-camera setup stopped working. So Windows has done something, and now I can't switch to my front-facing camera. So it looks like I'll have to talk like this for a while if we're going to talk face-to-face. Anyway, what we're working on today is creating a new type of Undertaker. So some cryptids in Silver Falls they fall into a sort of a cryptid family. I'm just going to adjust my audio gain here. I think if I remember correctly, the microphone might be just a little too loud, so I'm just going to dial that down a little bit. Okay, and let me switch to something just a little more chill. How about let's just switch to something chill to get started here. All right. Hi, BMVK 2002. Good to see you. All right, so what we'll do here is I'm not sure about the bitrate. I hope the bitrate is okay here on the video. I hope it looks all right. Let's see. I'm gonna check my properties. Oh, I don't think I can check my properties on once I start my stream here. I think that's right. Let's see here. Check my stream settings. Now look, I'm not sure. I hope the stream looks all right. How's the stream look, everyone? Is that okay? Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started here. So we're creating new cryptids. Ray MKV, how's it going? So the reason why we're creating 2 new cryptids to fit into the Undertakers family is because I'm bringing Undertakers to the Nintendo Switch, and there are new game modes, and in order to make those new game modes interesting, they have to do something different than anything else in the series. It can't just be, oh, you got to beat up some baddies here. So in order to fill that purpose, I have to create cryptids to suit the purpose of something new. So in Undertakers, on the Wii U, we had Undertakers, the giant, sort of the large ones that you could deploy using the Wii U gamepad. You had the giant ones that were very dangerous, but it's established that the player is able to engage and deal with those cryptids in a particular way. So with Undertakers on the Switch now, there is an Undertaker that I'll have to create now that actively searches out your campfires, your source of heat and light, and it actually sets out to extinguish those. So that will be the purpose of this new Undertaker, is it actually drips sort of the cryo fluid. So you know how in certain Silver Falls games, characters have access to weapons, cryo weapons, with freezing properties. So what we are going to do is now design an Undertaker that uses those sorts of abilities, and it extinguishes your fire effectively ruining your sense of safety. So we'll turn symmetry on here. I'm using Sculptress 6 here. Okay, so how's everyone doing out there? I hope everyone's doing well. How do you guys feel about the news about the new Zelda movie coming out? Let's just, you know what? I think it would be fun. Quick question: when you get the chance, are there any updates planned for Deathly Delusion Destroyers on the 3DS? Yes, yes. I'm trying to figure out how to deploy that update, so I've done the update for that. It's floating around on servers somewhere in the world, and we're trying to figure out how to get it deployed because Nintendo's sort of patch policy changed when the eShop closed for the 3DS and Wii U, and I don't know how to deploy using their new policy. So I'm still figuring that out, but it's quite time-consuming, and it's very laborious because I've never done it before, and I have to roll out new games onto the Switch in order to keep the studio financial. So after I need to get the next 4 Switch titles launched, and then I'll focus full-time on figuring out how to roll out the updates for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. But that is, it's done. It's ready to roll out. And I have more updates that I want to do for Ghoul Busters on the 3DS. There's fixes that I want to do. So as soon as I can get the next 4 Switch games launched, I'll just focus on getting the 3DS updates rolled out. So thanks for asking. Oh, EMVK, so there's a new Zelda movie? And I think it would be very funny if we just made up some rumors. There's a lot of news out there, but instead of just rehashing the same news over and over again, what I am going to do is make up rumors. So Link will be played by Jesse Eisenberg, and Link will not be a silent protagonist in the Zelda movie. He'll be a wisecracking, sort of a wisecracking goofball who his parents say that, you know, when are you going to grow up and act your age? You're always running around with your little slingshot, you know. So those are my rumors that I'm spreading for the Zelda movie. Obviously not true. I just thought it would be very funny if I just made some things up here. All right. Okay. So I like using the sliders on my Wacom tablet here. I can zoom in and out there, and I am also able to use the grab tool there. So yeah, luckily I got a response on Twitter because I want to develop titles exclusively for the Atari VCS. I've already completed a couple game concepts in terms of the documentation, and I would love to just make those games and bring them to the Atari VCS. We can talk more about that later if anyone wants. So yeah. Ray MKV, gotcha. Thanks for answering. I hope the eShop remains live for the patch. Thanks, I appreciate that. Thanks for asking. Thanks for enjoying. I don't know what the situation is, because there are. I just have to be careful how I discuss this stuff, because there's NDAs. I have my working relationship with Nintendo and all that, So. But if you head to the Discord, you can ask people there for help and whatnot. I want something interesting looking here, something weird and aggressive looking. So this thing is going to be big. This is going to be, in terms of like the standard size, this will be the biggest Undertaker so far. And okay, so if you've enjoyed Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers, I actually I'll share some inside information with you. First, let me just have a sip of my coffee from my Maverick D-Moose mug. All right. Ray MKV, I think Zelda is going to be voiced by Margot Robbie. She's been coached to lower her Brooklyn accent style. I like that. I like it. You know what? You know how I misread your comment? I read your comment and I thought, Zelda's going to have a Brooklyn accent, and she's been coached to lower it, which means that she's going to do her Brooklyn accent, but in a lower pitch like that. So I'm just going to assume that's the intention of your comment. So some behind the scenes stuff for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. I originally intended for there to be an Undertakers version of Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. Originally, that battle mode was going to be added into Undertakers called Game C. You know how Undertakers on the 3DS has Game B, and then Game A and Game B, and their different game modes. Game C was going to be something new entirely, and it was going to be the Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers battle system. But I realized that I wanted, like, the appeal of that battle RPG was an immense cast. There's just a massive cast of playable characters in Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers, and the appeal is that all of those characters play differently, and it depends on the day of the week, as well as that your team changes based on the day of the week. And I realized in Undertakers, the cast is not that big, which meant the appeal of a large cast would not work. And there was just so much more if I had access to a bigger, more robust cast. And so I removed that mode from Undertakers, because I realized if I had this mode, if this was the gameplay style in Deathly Delusion Destroyers, and then I had a small bite-sized version of it in Undertakers, there was no way that I could make it interesting in Undertakers, because you would compare it to Deathly Delusion Destroyers and you would say, oh, it's just a worse version of Deathly Delusion Destroyers. So there's a little bit of content for you from Undertakers. All right, so this guy's going to be a big walker. He's going to have like a sack, a cryo sack, and that's going to be that'll drip cryo fluid. And in the context of the game in Undertakers, if this guy hits you, you're dead. This is like a one-hit kill enemy. So there's a reason why I need to create this new Undertaker. So there's a new game mode called Cabin Defenders. Actually, I'll boot that up. If you guys want to see that, just wait about 5 minutes while I sort of get the rough design of this creature out, and then I'll boot up and I'll show you what Cabin Defenders will be like, as you have to defend your cabin for a certain amount of time. You have to defeat incoming cryptids. This thing is all weird. Well, it wouldn't be a real Silver Falls creatures unless it had some sort of weird sack, right? Okay, here we go. Which I do have that update for Deathly Delusion Destroyers out. It fixes things, it improves and enhances some things, and I'd really like it. I'd really like it launched, because I actually had so the Silver Falls community, people around the Silver Falls community all over the world, actually helped me test Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers and Ruby River, and that was a big part of why I was able to get that game developed so quickly, or those two games, is because while I was developing it, I was actually sending the game over to people that were just, I hate using the word fans, I don't like using that personally, but Silver Falls supporters around the world. I reached out and I said, look, I've got a month to get these two games finished. Would you like to help me test? So there were people around the world that aren't game developers, that were they enjoyed the Silver Falls games, and they helped me test Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers and Ruby River. And it was thanks to them I was able to get the game launched at all. Okay. His sack is too big. I mean, I'm not going to say that often, but the sack is actually too big. So I'm going to have to dial that back a little bit. Maybe I could just move it, and we'll see. We'll see how the design turns out. All right? Okay. So if you just... Oops. One of these is the undo button. There we go. All right. If you just give me another second, I just want to get his legs out here, and then I will actually give you a sneak peek at Undertakers on the Switch. Just give me a second here. So what's another good rumor we can come up with? A false rumor for the Zelda movie. Let's see. So we have Jesse Eisenberg is playing Link. He's going to be cracking wise. Ray MKV, what program is this? The creature's looking freaky. This is Sculptris Alpha 6. I'll type that out. You can actually get it free. And I like using this one. It's simple. It doesn't do too much. That's why I like this. This is Sculptris. This is Alpha 6. So it's not really actively developed and supported anymore, but it's from the people that do ZBrush, and they offer this free so that people can have a chance to experience what ZBrush is like. So if you find that you connect with this workflow and you need more, then you can certainly upgrade to ZBrush. But this does everything that I need it to. I've used more advanced programs, but I like Sculptris because I can recommend it to people, even just as hobbyists. You know, this is very fun to use. It's intuitive. Has a great workflow, and it doesn't do too much. It doesn't get in the way. You know, there are some glitchy parts. You know, it is publicly Alpha 6. So let me go ahead and save this. I hadn't even saved this yet. I'll just call it Undertaker 3 for now. Okay, so what's the next rumor? Picture this monster with spike legs that impaled the Earth/players. That would be cool. Wouldn't that be cool? But this guy actually, that's a really cool idea. But the Undertaker family, like every cryptid family in Silver Falls, has a particular sort of universal design language to them, you know. And the Undertakers are all kind of blobby and soft in a way. Actually, they're kind of unusually squishy. So these guys don't do the stabbing, but they'll drop cryo fluid on you and they can insta-kill you. So there are multiple game modes in Silver Falls Undertakers for the Switch, and I can show that to you. Let me just finish getting my legs out here. But the new game modes, you can explore an open environment to collect materials, and after a certain time limit, you need to collect materials and then return to the campsite. And if you take too long, then this creature spawns, this giant, cryo Undertaker, and he will hunt you down, and he's massive, so he can catch up to you very quickly. So if you do not return to the campsite quickly enough, this guy will hunt you down and insta-kill you, and then you'll lose most of the materials that you were trying to scavenge from the environment. So you have to work pretty efficiently when it comes to scavenging the environment for materials, because you have to build during cabin defense mode. So you have cabin defense mode. You have to build a cabin on the fly. You have to keep repairing it, and different cryptids will be trying to break in, and this guy will be trying to hunt down your campfire, and if he reaches your campfire, he'll extinguish it using his cryo fluid, and then that's the end of it. Okay. Oh yeah, that's our friend right there. That's our friend. Okay. That's looking like he's got business to take care of. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have the base shape here. So this is pretty nice. Now I'll boot up Undertakers on the Switch, and I'll show you guys that running. After I do that, I'll work on the form a little bit. What that means is I like to depict musculature and bones and tendons. So this is just the shape, but I don't have the form yet. So I also need a specific hole. So I'm going to slide his sack back a little bit, and then I'll create a hole. And the hole will have sort of gross dangly bits, and that's where the cryo fluid will leak out of. And I'm really excited to be able to revisit the Undertakers family, because it's actually the smallest It's the cryptid family in Silver Falls with the least number of family members. But actually, I'm creating two, so we'll work on two. We'll work on this guy and then a second Undertaker. Let's go ahead and boot up Undertakers on the Switch. This will be a sneak peek. And while I'm booting that up, I mean, what rumor can we try to propagate for the Zelda movie? Let's see. Zelda's going to have a Brooklyn accent. Link is played by Jesse Eisenberg. How about Tingle will be played by Danny DeVito? I got it. Danny DeVito will be playing Tingle in the Zelda movie, and he's gonna like fill the role of like a Navi character where he's constantly like, "Hey, Link, don't you think we should go to the castle and talk to the princess?" Ugh. And then it's gonna be Jesse Eisenberg and Danny DeVito cracking wise the whole movie. And Zelda's gonna be the overly serious girl boss. She has a Brooklyn accent. Guys, I think we've got a winner here. I mean, honestly, I don't know why Nintendo didn't contact me to help write the script for the Zelda movie. All right, we've got cabin defenders here. This will be 4 players. I'll just go ahead and try to line that up with the camera, aren't I? Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me turn up the brightness. It's a little dark here. Let's see here. Just turn the brightness right on up. Okay. BK, us fairies gotta stick together. Yeah, that'll be that's my Danny DeVito as Tingle. And he's, oh no, Tingle's gonna be like a oh no, you know, it'd be awful if Tingle had like a Gandalf sort of a thing to him, and he was like constantly smoking like weed and like blowing like different shapes out. So Danny DeVito's walking around as Tingle and he's like smoking and he's like, ugh, ugh, and he's, you know, like smoke rings. He's making shape out of the smokes that he's blowing. Berserk Recharged is out now. Ooh, okay. Let me look that up. Thanks. All right, so we got cabin defenders. I'm trying to figure out how to get that to focus. I'm not sure if autofocus is turned on my camera. Oh, we sort of got it. I think my lighting is interfering with that. Well, let's just boot that up. Okay, there shouldn't be anything confidential here. This is probably fine. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so you can see this is the campsite or the sort of the hub area. What if I just turn off some lights? How about that? I'm going to turn this off. Okay, there we go. That'll give us a better look. Okay, how's that? And I'm going to adjust my camera. I'm going to manually set the focus value on this. So let's see here. Yeah, there we go. I mean, that seems pretty good, right? Okay, so. Oh, actually, I don't even know what build I have deployed. I was working pretty late. I was working until 1 a.m. last night on this. So I should have put in some other controllers so you can see it. Sorry about the focus. It's a webcam, isn't it? You know, they have their own sort of situation going on. Okay, there we go. I have Willy as the character right now. So if I hit start, or plus, I keep calling it start because I'm old. Start, you can see right now it thinks I'm playing as Bull, but we'll fix that, won't we? So you have upgrade, skill comics, equipment, and change dude. So if you want to change your dude, you select change dude. Obviously, and you press A, and this is going to be. Oh no, there's some spoilers here. Anyway, hey, let's have some early spoilers. So the playable characters will be Bull, Willy, Oxa, Fred, Honard, and we have Hank, who's we'll learn more about Hank. He's there in the original. We have P Gobbler, which is short for Pancake Gobbler. We have Maverick, Dodger, and Hogan. Oh, you know what? I could show you guys the. Oh no, I'm not sure which. No, I can't do it. It's not in that build. Okay, so you can change your dude. You have your equipment. Right now, it's just everything is reporting as just default data. You know, you have your item name. Your items can have a skill attached, as you can see. You can have different levels for your weapons. You have skill comics, which I still need to populate the display logic for. You have upgrade. So your character has their two signature weapons that are always equipped. You can level those up. You can get skills attached to them permanently. And you can upgrade your stats here as well by earning experience points. So you have a bigger roster than the original releases. There are more playable characters. You have stats, you have skills, and it's set up so you can have four players so everyone can manage their inventory in their own way. And the environments, I wanted something that looked really good, you know. So, you know, I'm still making adjustments because this was previously, you know, on other consoles, but it certainly didn't look like this on the Wii U and the 3DS. And I just want to make it look really good. You know, because I know that people will be picking up this game for a third time, and I want to make it worth it. You know, it frustrates me when a company copy and pastes a game, doesn't make any efforts to make it better. And then they just say, hey, give me another, you know, $70. And you know, I'm a gamer just as much as everyone else, so it really frustrates me when that happens and I end up paying for something that I think, wait a second, they didn't really put much effort into this. So, all right, I don't know what build this is. This may crash. If it crashes, I'm going to have to remove it from the screen. So you have different options for missions. You go to the cart. Can I leave that? Okay, good. Okay, so that's a newer build. But, you know, it's just things like the lighting on the car, you know, or sort of you see the moonlight coming off of it. It's like, you know, there's some imperfections in the lighting, you know. So you can leave the camp. You can collect battle and survival resources. You can go to the forest, the cliffs, or the meadows. And I'll make it to where you have to unlock the next two. So it starts with the forest. You have to unlock the other ones. And then you can battle. You can battle in the forest, the pond, the marsh, and there will be giant battles. So giant battles will be a massive, giant Undertaker, and you cannot defeat it in one go. You have to deal as much damage to that boss as possible, and eventually you'll get killed. And so the giant battles are a matter of you have to keep coming back and doing as much damage as possible to the boss before you get killed. And eventually, once you do defeat the boss, you'll get you know, major rewards. You'll get good weapons and things like that, higher quality weapons, and you can do better. Okay, so I'm gonna boot this up, but I have a feeling it may crash because this is a development build. I was working on it until 1 last night, and then I thought I'm just gonna have to go to sleep. So if it crashes, I'm just gonna have to remove it. Okay, so I'm not sure. Okay, right. Okay, this is still a development build, but you can see how cabin building works, right? So right now, enemies are not spawning. They're not. I've disabled the enemy spawning logic. Here, if the lighting on the webcam isn't adjusting to that. But you can see it, the build prompt looks familiar to Ruby River, and I thought that'd be just a nice design language to maintain for consistency. So there will be, not in this version, it's just you know, still in development, but there will be a counter that says how much build material you have. So you use up lumber, you press the button, your character enters an animation, which I haven't implemented yet, and if they finish it, let's see, like if I want to put a wall here, let's do that. Let's see what this, that should just appear. So there's a time, like your character takes a certain amount of time to build, right? And different characters have stats. So some characters can build faster, while some characters build stronger. So if you have a character that builds stronger, the part that they build will have more health points, right? Okay, so can I build a floor here? And you can level up your building stats. So you can make your characters build faster, and you can make them build parts that have more health points, which makes it harder for enemies to break through. So that isn't, he's not creating a floor, so I'm not sure why. Again, it's just a development build. So I'm just going to hit that. And we'll see. Okay, good. He built a floor that time. But again, I have limited materials. So this is going to be I want it to be so much fun. Oh, hey, J-Mitt, 1970, good to see you. This is Silver Falls Undertakers for the Switch. I'm showing what the game will look like. So it is a port of Undertakers with a brand new game mode, and I want it to be significant and massive. There's a lot of new gameplay. You can explore with 4-player co-op. You can explore environments, collect resources. You can team up and try and fight, giant bosses. This is cabin defense mode, where you're using your resources that you collected from your wilderness survival, and you are building a cabin in real time. This is going to be important to have friends helping you with this. So while you can have one person concentrate on building, while the other players fight off the enemies. So enemies will be attacking you while you're sort of trying to maintain that. If they break in, you're trying to stop the cold Undertaker from extinguishing your campfire. If that gets extinguished, or if you're defeated, it's game over. So yeah, I hope you had fun having a look at that. So I'll put that away for now. If anyone wants to have a look again later in the stream. So we need an enemy to extinguish that fire. We need a giant enemy to defeat the player. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna just pop that back there. All right. So let's go ahead and work on our enemies more. And also, J-Mitt, and anyone else who's just joined the stream recently, hey, thanks for joining the stream. Good to see you. What we're also working on is we're coming up with fake rumors for the new Zelda movie, the live-action Zelda. So if you've missed it and you're just checking in, so the rumors we're propagating now are Link will be played by Jesse Eisenberg. He will not be a silent protagonist. He'll be cracking wise. Danny DeVito will be playing Tingle, and he'll be smoking, he'll have a pipe weed the whole time, kind of like a Gandalf situation. So yeah, we'll have Tingle played by Danny DeVito. Zelda will have a Brooklyn accent. She's going to be like it'll be funny. Here's the next part of the rumor. Zelda's like a street tough. She's like an Eponine. let's say they're doing Zelda's going to be like an Eponine from Les Mis. How about that? Okay. Can you do any final updates for the Wii U games? I am working on that, but rolling them out it's not the same as how I did updates in the past before. So I need to get the next 4 Switch games launched before I can focus on getting the updates done for the 3DS and Wii U. I mean, I have some of them done, but I'm not able to deploy them because I don't actually understand the process. How? It's a totally different process to me. Okay? So here we go. What we're going to do is... Oh, I don't want to squish his sack, though, I don't want to deform it too much. So what we're going to do is... So I have buttons mapped here. I really like working on these Cintiq tablets. Okay. I can increase the size of my brush using my slider there. What we need to do is give him a hole now. And the hole is where the cryo fluid seeps out of. So you know how I showed you the campfire, right? Oh, it'd be sick if we had like veins, that sort of pumped the fluid forward. We'll have to fix the sort of physics on this. The physics doesn't look quite right, does it? Okay, let's go ahead and give this guy a big old hole, right? So I'm just gonna make some space. I need to make space here. I'm looking at the inside of my dude. We got some Gaiden music playing. Okay. So people know what that is. I'll go ahead and close that now. All right, so this is a giant enemy that can insta-kill the player. He will extinguish the fire, and we need to be careful. We have pinching here. So what we're going to do, is we're going to use the smooth tool. Smoothen that out, and then we'll also use the reduce brush. Otherwise we'll end up damaging her model, won't we? Don't worry if it ends up looking too simplified. This is why we don't do the form yet. You do your shape before you do your form. You make sure you have your shape completely, and then you add your form, which is your finer details. Okay, so let's go ahead and, here's the kind of detail I would like. If there was a lip, right? So his sort of secretor hole, I think is a technical term. That's a technical term, secretor hole. What other good rumors can we come up for with the Zelda movie? You know, it'd be really funny is if we all just sort of spread out, if we fanned out and then started spreading these rumors. I'm gonna go to Discord afterwards, and I'm just gonna start telling people the rumors that we're coming up with. Okay, let's see. Awesome, can't wait. EMVK. Tingle betrays Link in the end once he steals a piece of the Triforce. That's great. Oh, Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf must work together to stop him. I like it. I dig it. I like that a lot. Good one. Oh, he's getting sad mouth syndrome here. Don't worry, we'll fix it. We'll fix his sad mouth. Okay, so we're just gonna fill that in. We're working too close. When the smaller your brush is, you're gonna end up getting like it populates it with way too many triangles. I don't really like that. So let's go ahead and just we'll have to do it, and then we'll fix it. So we're messing up our model there. Hopefully we can fix that with the smooth tool. When you have, you know, working in tight spots like this can really muck things up, so you just have to be vigilant, you know? Okay, we'll use the reduce brush here. We were able to fix it. Not a big deal. Okay, let's go ahead and just use the grab tool, and we'll stretch out his sac and his secretion hole. Okay. There we go. It's looking better. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling it now. Okay. But also we want dangly bits as well. Okay. So we want to get some little danglies in there, so that when he is in the act of secreting, he'll sort of like dangle around a bit, and you see like the bits moving. I'm just gonna move my. So is the video all right? The bitrate okay? I hope that's all right. Nikki, yes. In the post-credit scene, Link gets a Smash Bros. Invitation. That's great. Yeah, I like it. Like it's just the end of the movie, you know. Oh, you know what? Be funny is if that was how they did like a Kaepora Gabora, sort of a cameo. So Kaepora Gabora comes down. He's got his letter. He sort of, you know, crouches down by Link. I like Nikki S's idea. And then Link goes, you know, Kaepora Gabora gives the letter to Link, and then that's the invitation to Smash. Oh, you know, it'd be funny though, like if he didn't read it, if it was the envelope, because we all know what the envelope looks like, and he just got it, that would be very funny. And of course, that's how Nintendo will announce their Smash Bros. Movie, won't they? Good one, Nikki. Are you sure you aren't one of the DreamWorks animators that's working on this film, or whoever's doing it? All right. So we're going to use the draw tool again, but this time we're going to hold, I think that's my invert button there. Yeah. So I hold that invert button, and you can see it now starts carving. I didn't like that. I don't like that. We're going to give it a little bit of shape here. We want to make it look like it's puckering out, you know. So let's go ahead and use the grab tool now. I'm not sure what the deal is. I'm getting a warning from OBS here that says that the bit rate is kind of low on the video. I'm not sure if that's because our Australian internet is not great. I'm not sure if I've punched in the wrong settings here. So I'll have to look at that. I'll see what that's all about. Guys, is it alright if I just disconnect for a second, and I'm going to have a look at the bitrate settings on OBS. I'll check. I'll be right back. I'm gonna try and fix this. I'm not sure why it says the bitrate's so bad here. Zelda rolls up her sleeves to reveal that her arms are covered in tattoos. Well, of course, you know, Zelda's like an Eponine-style street tough, so, yeah, Zelda's gonna have tats, but we want to make it believable. Let's just say, like, they're, you know, like, oh, Zelda's tats are, they're from the Sheikah tribe. The Sheikah tribe tattoos. Zelda's got Sheikah tribe tattoos on all over her arms, and that's why she always wears long sleeves. So that's a good rumor. Let's spread it, everyone. Okay, I'll be right back. We're just going to go ahead and see if I can fix the bitrate settings here. Okay. Are we back? Okay, we're back. I'm not sure if the bitrate will be better, but hopefully we'll fix it. And if it is better, I'll try to show you more of the game again if the bitrate is better. What about you? What about for you guys? Is that all right? Is the bitrate okay? I'm kind of liking coming up. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually gonna message my friends later, and I'm gonna tell them some of the rumors that we've come up here during the stream. I'm gonna tell them some of the rumors that I've heard, and then I'm just gonna hopefully get that propagated. I'm gonna go to the Discord and tell people. Angel Quinones, hey, good to see you. Okay, so this is looking good, right? But all right. So we have a fluid sac. I'm just gonna smoothen out his sac here a little bit. I want it just to look more like fluid-like, don't we? We'll want that physics animated so it jiggles around. And what we will do now is, so we want to make it sort of look like it can pump fluid up into the sac here. So, or pump fluid out of the sac and into his sort of, where he can sort of secrete it. There we go, something like that. Go, something like that. Okay, we'll fix that. We'll fix it. Okay, we'll use the spooling tool. We got to get the reduce brush in there. This is getting out of control right now. And what we will do is we'll deploy this into the engine so we can see what it looks like. And it's, you know what, I shouldn't even be doing this much detail because the Undertakers are pitch black. So it's just kind of funny that I create them with so much detail, but they don't reflect light, so you can't even see them properly. But you know, I always try to leave, oops, I didn't want that. I try to leave room for, you know, potentially, what if potentially in the future, you know, the characters had a way to see the Undertakers, to make them visible somehow. You know, I'm not saying that's necessarily going to happen, but it could happen. And so it's good to have these things detailed just in case I want to be able to do that you know, with the series. So we want some dangly bits here now. So let's go ahead and I'm going to hold the invert key. So we're going to zoom out, and we're just going to turn off the wireframe in a moment so that we can just see what this sort of looks like here. I think I've gone a little too far doing that. Hold on. This is also pressure sensitive. This is really why I like sculpting with this tablet setup, is because it's pressure sensitive, so I can work quite softly like that. Okay, we'll bring that in some more. We just want to bring that in, that in. All right, before we proceed any further, oh good, that looks kind of swollen, you know? I like that a lot. It sort of looks like the edges of his secretion hole are kind of fluid, or sort of swollen. So that's looking good to me. I'm really happy with that so far. Okay, what do you guys think of this so far? So this is our new Undertaker. All right, so I'm gonna have dangly bits there. I'll have some dangly bits here. I'm thinking so I can do this programmatically. I may just do this programmatically, is I'll have tendrils coming out of the hole, and the tendrils will be physics animated. So I might do that, actually. That's going to be a better idea, but yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay. So I'm going to have to give it some form now in the leg. So, you know, it's actually not going to take that much longer to finish this guy, but I just need it to look totally different from the Undertakers, or the current Undertaker. I think it, you know, it does, but I'll have to compare it to the form of the other ones. But it's clear that it doesn't have a head per se, so the shape is already identifiably different, and he's significantly bigger than the other Undertakers. Let's kill the wireframe for now, just have a look. Now, I'm feeling pretty happy about that. you guys think of this fella? And he's massive. Like, a human would probably, a grown human would probably be about that big. So if you look up, you could get teabagged by that thing if you're not careful. That's kind of where I'm coming from. Great. Hey, good to see you, Kenneth. AirTap, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, having a pretty good week. We're just trying to get some work done here. Look, honestly, to be honest, I've been programming menus all week. I've been doing the UI, the menus for Undertakers on the Switch, and they're not fun. Programming menus is tedious, time-consuming. It's not fun, but it's you have to. It's a critical and crucial part of it. So my week has been that. It's not fun programming menus. It's kind of boring, but it's a job. That's part of the job. So we'll share a bit of Undertakers on the Switch again. I'll just work on this guy's form a little bit more. We're pretty close to finished with this guy. Honestly, we worked pretty fast. Let's go ahead and just give him some form now. You really enjoy doing the UI part of game dev? Look, I like designing it. I like placing things in places. It's the programming side of it that I don't really have fun with because it's so tedious, and it's such an immense amount of work. And it's not like, this is fun because you get to think up your creatures, your cryptids, you get to make them, and that's fun. And then the programming the UI is not fun to me. It's just kind of, okay, here's a mistake that I've made. I've accidentally leaned into pareidolia a little bit, and now it looks like a cute little frog. So I'm gonna step back a bit. I've given him too much form up top, so I'm just gonna undo that. It's better for the Undertakers to remain a bit amorphous, so you kind of wonder, like, what's the deal with that, And I don't mean that from like a Jerry Seinfeld, like, what's the deal? It's, you're kind of looking at it thinking, what am I looking at? And of course, these creatures are pitch black, so I shouldn't even be spending so much time giving it so much form here. But your creature design needs to make sense anatomically. Otherwise, it's difficult for people to connect with something if anatomically it doesn't make a lot of sense. So we're going to make him a big old, chunky, muscular boy. Let's give him some of that. Smoothing that out a bit. But I'm getting a call, but it's always a scam caller, so I will not answer it. Oops. Does anyone answer their phones anymore, or is everyone else sort of just getting scam calls like me? It's so frustrating. And then sometimes they call more than once, and I think I better answer this, and then it ends up indeed being a scam call. It's just, come on. You've made the world worse with scam calls. So let's go ahead and we want to get a sense of getting some tendons in there. Oh yeah, I just love how chunky that is. So I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to maintain the Undertaker sort of the family aesthetic, because it had been so long since I designed the Undertakers, the original ones, with their 3D models. And I've been designing so many creatures now that I have different design philosophies in my head for these different creature families. So I wasn't sure, I was thinking like, man, am I going to be able to sort of get a faithful Undertaker, or is it going to feel like, oh, this is like the DLC Undertaker, which it... Unfortunately, I just realized something. This is a DLC Undertaker, because it's like an Undertaker, but it has an instant kill move. So, oopsie, sorry, I accidentally made a DLC Undertaker. So I'm going to match the Undertaker feet style. feat style is a technical term, it's an industry term. Every expert knows what feat style is, you know, so you got to make sure you match your feat style. This guy's feat style seems correct to me. That matches the Undertakers, the original ones. Yeah, you know, that looks correct to me. Yeah. Yeah, that matches. That tracks. Okay, so we have... Wow, what a chunky friend. What a chunky friend here. Yeah, we got it, everyone. That's an Undertaker, all right. Yep. They're not quite stabby, you know. All right, let's get some form on the back legs. This guy's pretty much done. What he is going to need is a bit of optimizing. I'll do that later. Out of the stream, it's just boring. You know, it's just slowly finding spots to remove polygonal detail from. What's difficult when you are creating a new creature design and you're trying to match a particular family is how do you implement the visual design language to where you can visually tell that they're in the same family without making it look like they're just, you know, a copy-pasted creature with a couple modifications made. How do you make them not be a fan mod? And that's something that just takes a lot of, you know, consideration. Go ahead and do some polygons in there. Air tap. You only answer calls from numbers you recognize. Otherwise, you let it go unanswered. Yeah, that's the best way. But if you're running a business, you know that you can't always, you know, just ignore phone calls from unknown numbers. It's really frustrating. Okay, let's give him some musculature back here. Okay, so on Twitter, luckily I reached out on Twitter and I've gotten a response this time because I want to create games for the Atari VCS. Maybe they won't necessarily be Silver Falls games because I've promised this series to Nintendo, so I'm only doing like free unofficial homebrew titles outside of the Nintendo consoles, but I have other IP that I want to work on. And I could do like a spin-off, you know, because there are towns surrounding Silver Falls that if I wanted to do like a Silver Falls game but not officially have the Silver Falls title attached, but we know that it is, you know, Silver Falls, I could use the name of one of the surrounding towns and create a game with the Silver Falls philosophy on the Atari VCS. But I was working on other IP that I want to make exclusive to Atari. You know, I want to bring something of value to these consoles and these platforms so that you look at it and think, oh yeah, the other platforms don't have that. And for people that support and enjoy those platforms, you know, it makes it special for them to think that they have something that belongs just to them. And that's why I really like doing exclusive games, is it just makes people feel really cool. And that's why I like the exclusivity. So I'm just going to pretend that there's tendons here. I'm going to run some tendons back along there. We've got some chunkiness. We're going to have some tendons connect there to there, and a tendon from there to there. All right, that's starting to make sense. Carve in like that, in like that. We're going to use the smooth tool a little bit. This is looking okay. See, we have so many polygons in there, we'll have to reduce those. So this form is looking okay. That's looking okay to me. I'm not sure about that protuberance there. There isn't really a reason anatomically for there to be like a protuberance like that. It doesn't serve any function in terms of visual storytelling or anatomical expression. So I'm just going to go ahead and smoothen that right on out. I'm going to have a look at the profile. So what I do when I'm doing a creature design is I have to look at it from all angles, but especially the angles from which I know the player and the camera will be viewing this. The camera will be viewing it largely from here, so I need to make sure that this profile is interesting and distinct. What if we had more formal up here like that? Okay, yeah, great. Yeah, it's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. Okay, so I know that the camera's mostly going to be kind of like that. So what I'm going to do is have two front danglers. Two front danglers are going to come out. Hey, MVK, it was great to hang out. Thanks for hanging out, contributing to those Zelda rumors. Take care. We'll catch you on the next one. That was fun hanging out. So I'm going to have two danglers hanging out because I know that the camera basically will be seeing the creature like that. So if I add two front danglers that sort of reach out, it'll look more visually distinct, and also it will look more interesting. So those are some design considerations. So I'm really creating this creature design to fit a purpose, really. Okay, let's go ahead and finish his rear legs here. Let's save. We haven't saved in a while. We'll finish up these legs. Oops. And then we can sort of deploy them into engine, and then I can sort of show people again what the game looks like running on the Switch here. We'll just finish giving this a bit of... This doesn't need too much form, honestly. Let's get it like a nodule back here. Good to consider tuberosities. A tuberosity is a point on which your bones, your muscles attach to your bones. So it's good to consider your tuberosities. The smaller your brush is, the more complex the geometry becomes. So you want to make sure you handle those as you go along, and you reduce the triangles as needed. Okay, that's turning into a shape that I don't really like, so we're just going to go ahead and fix the shape. Let's see. I'm not liking what's happening here. Let's go ahead and smoothen this out. Here, I think we can use that. We're going to go ahead and grab. I think we're almost finished with this design, really. Okay, so you see that shape isn't quite right. We're going to go ahead and fill that in a bit. Okay, and the Undertakers tend to have these big sort of soft pads for their foot style here, you know, quite different from the Face Takers. So previously on our streams we were creating Face Takers. I don't like what I just did there. Previously we were creating Face Takers, and the Face Takers actually have a very detailed foot style. Just it's a lot of malformed sort of vestigial digits for its foot style, which is very different from the Undertakers, which are sort of, you know, blobby and amorphous and kind of soft, you know. Okay, so that's what we got here. Great. You know what? I'm kind of liking that. I'm kind of like, it's sort of like equine a little bit. So, yes, 100% yes, I'm digging that. Okay. All right, so I know that the camera will be viewing the dude a bit like that. So what we'll do is we'll just give him some front danglers here. I'll put them in a spot where they can be easy to reach in terms of animating for bones here. Let's go ahead and click on our wireframe again. We'll use our draw tool. Go ahead and save that. All right, and this will just help give it a more interesting top profile, vertical. All right, thanks for hanging out, Ken. Take care. Good to hang out. Thanks for adding to the Zelda rumors that we'll be spreading. I'll definitely be spreading these Zelda rumors that we came up with. Okay. Oh yeah, I feel this is very Undertakers, this sort of dangly thing going on. So it's going forward a little too much. Let's go ahead and just use the grab tool. It needs to dangle more. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Okay. We really want it to droop, so we're just going to droop down like that. There we go. Use the grab tool. Okay. It's got like a little nodule there, doesn't he? Go ahead. Oh, you're saying later to EMVK. Great. Okay, so what's our next Zelda rumor? We've got Danny DeVito. We've got Zelda's a Brooklyn street tough. She's got tats. They're her Sheikah tats. Link's gonna get invited to Smash in a post-credits scene. What else? What else? Our next rumor. Let me think of something. Let me think of a good rumor. I'm really liking that. I like how that turned out. Smoothing that out. I think we're good. I think our core design is clear and strong. Are there any for Gaiden? Oh no. Okay. Thank goodness that Seth Rogen is already playing Donkey Kong, because I was gonna say Seth Rogen should play Ganon, because you know Ganon's got the evil laugh, you know. So what if it was the Seth Rogen laugh? Let's see. Let's cast Ganon here. Who would be a good Ganon? Let's think of somebody. How about oh man. Oh, I'm trying to think of a. Oh no! This will be great. This will ruin the Zelda movie. Ganon will be played by Dwayne Johnson. How about that? And Dwayne Johnson, you know, is like, he's gonna do a Black Adam where he's like, no, I don't want my guy to be a villain though. He's gonna be like an anti-hero. So Dwayne Johnson is going to overpower the writing team for the Zelda movie, and he's gonna turn Ganon into an anti-hero instead of a villain. And he's gonna be extremely handsome. Like, this is gonna be the most handsome that Dwayne Johnson has ever been in any role. He's gonna be like, I've been handsome my whole life. I'm going to kick it up to the next level. I'm going to be even more handsome. And so we're going to have the most handsome Ganon you've ever seen. Okay, so the design for Ganon, you know what? Let me draw it. I'm going to draw a design. I'm going to draw Ganon's design. Let me bring up Photoshop. Okay, we're going to draw Dwayne Johnson as Ganondorf, but he's going to be very handsome. I'm going to draw his design. I'm going to make him real handsome, and it's going to be all abs, 100% abs. Okay, so let's just wait for Photoshop to boot up, and then we'll draw Ganon for that. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's open up a new canvas here. Here I am, casually not doing my video game development work because I want to draw Ganon as. I want to draw Dwayne Johnson as Ganon. Just give me that. Give me 3,000 pixels. Alright. Where am I going to put that? I'll just put it here. I'll just put it in my E drive. I'm sure I'll know where that is. What? I don't have permission in there. I'll just put it in here then. Okay. Alright, here we go. We're going to get it. We're going to get a base layer. We'll do a draft. I don't know if I'll ink it. I'll just do a draft. Okay, and then I'll sort of change this to like gray. There, that's too dark, isn't it? I don't want to blow the camera out, is the thing. Foreground color. Okay, here we go. So, I'm just going to do this real fast. You know, this will be just a speed sketch here. We're going to go red for my draft layer. I don't know what brush I've got. What brush have I got? I'll just... Okay, hold on. There's spacing on there. Yep, that's fine. Okay. What was that? Okay. How pressure sensitive is this? Alright. Okay, here we go. I'm going to speed through this because I should be developing... I haven't... Man, okay. The pressure sensitivity is not where it should be for this. It's not... It's way too sensitive. Okay. I'm going to open my wake-up settings here. It's set for sculpting, isn't it? Oh, see, it's set to soft. I'm going to put that right on up to firm. What? Nani? Okay. Okay, we'll just do this real quick. So I don't know. Gaiden, I don't know. We'll get some shape. We got to get some shapes in there. That's too firm now. All right, I'm not doing real good with my speed run here, am I? Okay, let's just get a body line in here, right? Okay. Okay. Actually, hold on. We got to get a reference picture of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson here. Let's get a browser up. Okay, and I'm going to adjust the lighting settings on the webcam here so you can see it, because it's hard to see right now. So we will go to exposure. Yeah, and then we'll just, yeah. Yeah, how about that? Okay. And how about I'll zoom in. There we go. There we go. All right, we're doing it. I'm going to bring up a reference image of Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson. Okay, I got it. I can see him. All right. See, hold on. We got him there. Okay. Okay. Video. Yeah, it's got autofocus on. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool. Very cool. All right. Here we go. I think I'm all set up here. And we'll just make that just a bit softer now. Okay, take a head block. All right, here we go. I'm just sort of, oh wow, he's got like a really like strong, so he's got like strong cheeks and a jaw, doesn't he? All right, so we're just gonna like, oh wow, he's got a big chin. Yeah. That's like a big, big chin. He's chiseled. Okay. Okay. He's got to have big shoulders. We're going to make it big, the biggest shoulders he's ever had. Let's get some muscle in there. He's going to have a big, big chest. Okay, he's going to have, really got to thrust them pelvic thrust. A strong pelvic thrust is what we want. Okay, so we got a chest. We're going to have like sick abs. I don't know if I'm getting enough pelvic thrust here. That's what I'm worried about, you know? Okay, I'm just looking at the shape here. He's gonna have like a big, strong cod piece, you know? Let's use our Big strong man. Oh man, I haven't done a sketch like this in years. Yeah. Okay, where are we? What are my proportions on this guy anyway? He's got his shoes like that. There we go. All right, here we go. We are drawing Ganon. This is Ganondorf. Ganondorf. Okay. All right. Oh shoot! I was drawing directly onto the background layer. Confound it. Anyway, all right. Well, we kind of have like a okay. So I've stuffed up. Anyway, this is just our draft. We'll get in. We'll just ink it then real quick. Okay. This will be our big, beefy Ganon design. Here we go. There we go. There's our guy. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and just get... Let's just do it. We're getting on in there. Flip it around, why don't we? Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay. So... I don't know, we gotta... I didn't even rough out that face properly. Let's just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm looking at his lips. I'm looking at the reference images for his lips. We're gonna make him kissy. We've got to get strong, kissable Ganondorf lips. Okay, I think I made those lips too kissable. Oh no, what have I done? Okay, giving me strong cheekbones. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm supposed to be working on Silver Falls right now. We've got a nice strong chin, jawline. How do you do a smoldering look? He's got a strong nose, doesn't he? He's got a real strong nose. He's probably gonna have to wear prosthetics, right? No. I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I doing this? Okay, I just used the wrong shortcut. So let's give him a smoldering look. I didn't even do a draft for the eyes, did I? I don't know. Hold on, let me figure out what I'm doing here, guys. I don't actually know I don't even know what I'm intending to do here. It's kind of like if we have like a droopy eyelid, it gives him like a real like smoochable look, right? Oh yeah, you gotta get them twinkly eyes in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got to strengthen the eyebrows because it's Ganondorf, isn't it? Okay, so he's got to have like prosthetic ears. So his ears are going to be like, I'm looking at the rock's ears here. We'll just give him prosthetic ears, and they're going to be a little longer, you know, a little like that, something like that. Okay. I keep doing the wrong shortcut. Okay, we got to speed things up here. So what's Ganon's hair? You know what? It's the rock. He doesn't... the rock isn't gonna... What have I done? Okay. He's not gonna wear hair because he's the Rock, and it's kind of like against his brand, so no wig. Okay. I'm just gotta... I gotta... Okay. I'm spending too long on this. This is silly. This is really silly. Okay. Alright. Can you guys see that alright? Okay, here's... I just want to get to, like, I keep using the shortcut for the 3D modeling program. Here we go. You don't know what I'm doing, but you're all for it. Look, okay, he needs like a strong, sexy collar. You know, Ganondorf's got the collar, right? So here's what I'm thinking, right? He's gonna have like a collar. A strong collar is like a sign of a strong man. Strong men have strong collars. Okay, here we go. That didn't turn out right. Okay, can't like this thing going on, right? Okay, here we go. So I'm looking at the body here, right? I'm thinking all abs, 100% abs, and it's like contractually you have to show the Rock's area. You know it if you had like a little Triforce shape. Oh, okay, here we go. Because Ganon is like, oh, I really want the Triforce. Oh, he's like super into it. So we've got like a little, he's got like a little brooch, little Triforce brooch. He's like, oh, I want that Triforce so much. So he's like a teenager listening to My Chemical Romance, but for the Triforce. He like really wants the Triforce. Okay, so he's gonna have like a Triforce shaped. I don't know how I'm going to implement this design thing. I don't know how I'm implementing this. Oh man. Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? Because I just thought of something here. Oh god, why am I doing this? Uh-oh. This is not good. I don't know why I'm choosing to do this. Okay, so we're gonna have belt buckles here that are also the Triforce. It's gonna be belts. I've just decided it's all belts. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay, so... Okay, we have the Triforce. These are belt buckle clasps. These are now belts. Okay, hold on. This is a leather belt. Okay. Oh god, why am I doing this? Okay. I think actually... Oh, you know what? See, my brush changed sizes to 1. That's where I was going wrong. It felt really weird. Yeah, that's what felt wrong. Put it to 3. Okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go. Guys, I'm a professional game developer. I swear I don't just draw fan fiction all day. I swear I don't. So Ganon's design is going to be all triangles, because he loves the Triforce so much. Okay, here we go. So the hardness so low. It's maxed out. Okay. Okay, you gotta, you know, there you go. We gotta get some dimensionality on these buckles, so let's get some width on there. There we go, like that. Alright. So here we go. That's gonna be like, oh yeah, these are gonna be, oh, he's gotta have like his pauldrons. Let's give him some pauldrons real quick. Okay. Pauldrons. I've mucked up. Let me try again. There we go, he's got his pauldrons. man. Okay. I don't even know what shape I'm going for with these pauldrons. Okay. They're not even. They're not even. I gotta look at the other side, make sure I match. I'm not even doing draft lines, I'm just going straight for it. Okay. So we have like, okay, so that's gonna be like a leather material, right? That's like skin. That's like all skin here. Oh yeah. That's gonna be like his chest. Oh yeah. These are gonna be abs. These are all abs here. But you gotta accentuate the abs somehow, right? So it's like, yeah. Hold on. You wanna like, okay, hold on. Here's Gainen's got like this thing going on. Hold on, let's make this like a, oh no. We're gonna give him a Triforce belt buckle, but it's gonna be like a low belt buckle, right? Okay. Oh, but he's like, oh no, the Triforce is like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. No, that's not right. Alright, here we go. Oh, what if it was like hardcore, like one of those like, oh, it's got buckles on either side of it. Yeah, like that, and then that bit dangles down. It's got buckle on either side. Oh yeah, that's edgy. Guys, this is the official design. I'm revealing it. I'm the official character designer for the Zelda movie. They tasked me to design Ganondorf's costume. This is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Ganondorf. Here we go. And we want to... Oh yeah, like that. There we go. Oh, hold on. No. That's like a leather belt. Hold on. I'm getting the angle wrong here. I should start from here. There we go. Guys, I'm a professional artist, I swear. I swear I don't sit around drawing fan art all day. I swear I don't. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm kind of messed up here a little bit. It's fine. This is fine. Okay. Oh yeah. No, that's not Dwayne's body shape. His body is huge. He is jacked. He's a monster. Okay, yeah. There we go. Oh, you know what? But he has nipples on his outfit. There we go. Okay. It's like, there needs to be like a... That's gonna go around. That needs to be like another belt that goes around his body. Like that. I don't know why I'm still doing this. I should be making my own video games. Okay, well, see, now we've covered over his nips. That's fine. This is fine. Okay. Look, we're getting there. Alright. All abs, all day long. Yes. Yeah. This is our dude. That's Ganon. Look, I'm wasting so much time on this. We can't let the bit die. So this is gonna be cloth. This is gonna be like soft cloth here, because he's contractually obligated to show off his massive power. We're gonna do like a, because Ganon is really into the Triforce. Hold on, his knee pads are. No, I want to keep that. His knee pads are also the Triforce. I'm going so crooked with this. I don't know what the deal is. So yeah, Ganon's like, he's kind of like, Ganon writes his own fan fiction about like, oh yeah, I got the Triforce this one time, and I got so powerful. Oh, it was so cool. Okay, so Ganon, Okay, Gaiden has Triforce knee pads. Okay. Okay. How are we going to do that? Okay, we'll just make it look... Guys, I actually got to get back to making my actual video game. So let's just make this skin-tight leather. And that's going to be like... Oh, you know what? No, this is underwear now. This is underwear. Oh, no, it's got fuzzy edges on the underwear. Okay, so that's like fuzzy. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And then this is fuzzy here on the edges like that. Okay. Okay, and he's got to have like thick. Those legs are not thick. I don't know what my expectation is for thick legs, but let's just make them like angular muscles. Oh yeah, there we go. Got some belts in there as well. Oh yeah, thick legs. There we go. That seems right. Yeah! Yeah, guys, I think we're doing it. I think this is it. I think this is Gaiden. I think we've done it. Get some muscle lines in there. Attach your design with the leaked rumors on Discord. Yeah, totally. I'll say, hey guys, this is it. I'm the character designer for Gaiden. Only for Gaiden, you know. Let's see. He's got to have thick thighs. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna do fuzzy. This is fuzzy here. This is. I'm not doing it right. I'm not doing it right. Yeah. There we go. That's it. There we go. It's fuzzy now underneath. That's like an animal fur, you know. And then that lets us give him thick thighs. But we don't want it smooth. We want like angular. Not muscular enough. There we go. Yeah, thick thighs. There we go. And how about like just the dumbest sandals? How about that? Just the dumbest sandals. Oh no, I don't want to have to. You know, let's just give him stupid shoes. I don't have time. I honestly don't have time for this. Whatever. He's got shoes. He's got shoes. Oh no, people are gonna think I'm like Rob Liefeld. Uh-oh. I'm under pressure here now because I'm getting like Rob Liefeld syndrome. Okay, hold on. Crap. They're booties. They're booties. Don't look at... Guys, I'm supposed to be making my own video game right now. This is Ganondorf. Okay, here we go. You know what? We're going sleeveless. I don't have time now. We're gonna do that. We're going sleeveless. Okay, how do you make the Rock's arms? Okay, they're like that. He's like a big old... Ooh, yeah. Big arms. Okay, let's take the Naruto way out. Let's give him bandage arms like that. There we go. We're taking the Naruto way out. There we go. Let's give him that. Bandage arms. There we go. Thick arms. Thick arms. That's not quite right, is it? Okay. Yeah, this is... Okay, look. This is really dragging on. Okay, hold on. Alright. Alright, here we go. We'll go like that. Where'd the red come from? There we go. Okay. Look, let me just give it like a little bit of like... Just like a little bit of color here, right? Okay, and then we're gonna wrap this up because I have taken so long on this. I don't know why I'm running with this. Okay, you know, it's gotta be like, nah, I don't want to do like the X-Men leather, you know? Okay, we're gonna put a little bit of color in here. Let's do like a dark, I'm gonna go like dark leather here. Yeah, you know what, let's just... Oh no, it needs to stand out because Dwayne already has like sort of darker skin color, right? So we've got to make it like... We'll make it like a... closer to black, so it'll be like a deep blue, right? There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Oh, you know what? That's going to extend down here to the side as well. Yeah, that's all one bit. I'm supposed to be making commercial video games right now, and instead I'm drawing fan art for a Zelda movie that isn't out and we haven't even seen yet. Okay, we're gonna get some color in here. It's gonna be fine. Skin tight leather, lots of belts. Yep, there it is. Yeah, look, this could be a Final Fantasy X design now that I'm looking at it because of all the belts and leather. Anyway, for anyone just checking in, I'm drawing. This is a leak from the Zelda movie. This is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Ganondorf. Okay, so we want to get. I'm gonna make sure it's a strong base color there. So we're going to get some black leather now for the belts. You know, black is like, true black is like not a good color to use for art, so I'm just going to use like a sort of a gray, with a hint of like red. Yeah, blackish with a hint of red. That's not dark enough. There we go. There we go. Okay, these are the belts. Honestly, I don't think I drew Dwayne Johnson big enough. I think I drew him too small. Like, his body is way bigger than this, and you know it. Okay. Okay, so my instincts for design tell me that the pauldrons should be this leather color, so I'm just going to fill those in. I didn't even draw him muscular enough. I don't feel like I've done Dwayne Johnson justice. Okay. Okay, so we need a... Okay. So here's where his sort of like Triforce like fanboyism is going to come out here. That's like a gold. Does that look gold to you? Orange, gold. Yeah, that's like a gold. Okay, so now we're going to color in. He's just such a big Triforce fan, isn't he? Ganon loves the Triforce. Oops. Yeah. Biggest... I bet if, like, Ganon had, like, an online account, it'd be, like, Triforce Fan 2004. And that's Ganon's online username account. If Ganon had a Gmail account, it would be Triforce Fan 2004 at angelfires.com or at gmail.com. No, at hotmail.com. There we go. Filled in there. Okay, so we want like that orange, the sort of orange mane for the fur, right? That's kind of like where we're going with this. Yeah, that's what we're going with that. For this orange mane. That's it. We got it. All right. Do we have the fur anywhere? Yeah, we do. We have it down here. Oh, he has his knee Triforces. I need to do those as well. We're almost there. We're doing it. We are doing it. How long have I spent on this? I should have kept track. I think I'm spending too much of my work day creating fan art. I'm just going to sample the color there. Ooh, didn't sample correctly. Why are we spending so much time on this? Alright. Okay. Alright, okay. So, I'm looking at it and, like, realistically, we gotta have like red hot underwear, don't we? That's like such a Gaiden thing. It's red hot there. Too bright. Oh, we got some Gaiden music playing. There we go. That seems right. There we go. There's... Oh man, this is so dumb. So to make it make sense, this red can't just appear there, so the red has to be used for other elements in order for the design to really visually make sense in terms of the texture and the color. So his little Rob Liefeld shoes are going to have to be red as well. I don't even know why I'm putting so much effort into this. This is... Okay. Oops. Ah. Right there. Okay. We're going to use the red for the trim as well, so that our colors make sense. No, that's not right. Okay. So the trim can't be red, that doesn't make sense, so we're going to use the red for the shoulder pads. Oh, he needs a tiara, doesn't he? Ganon wears like a little tiara. Yeah, we're going to add that. You've committed, there's no going back. You're right, AirTab. I can't go back now. I am now a professional fan art drawer. I can't go back now. This is my life. Hold on. You know what's really going to sell it? Is that tiara, though. Okay. Alright. Okay, we're at 15. Okay. Oh, no, he's going to... Because he's such a big fan of the Triforce... No, I don't know if the Triforce on the forehead tiara is going to be too much. We're going to call it... no, but we're going to give him, like, a little jewel. Like that. And then, like, other little jewels, like that. Okay, so now we need, like, this sort of, like, the... make it like a hook, right? Like, yeah, like that. Oh, but he's got to have little horns, so let's make something here. There we go. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Okay, this is it. This is his tiara. Okay, so that horn should be like sticking out somewhere over there, right? There we go. Honestly, it's so small and dainty. Oh my god, it makes his noggin look massive. Right. Okay, we're gonna get some skin color on there, and then we'll put the trim. Okay. So what's Dwayne The Rock Johnson's skin color? It's kind of like a... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm trying to pick like the average skin color here. Image. Okay, I'll use this. That looks like a middle ground. I'll use that as a base. See, but in terms of the context of the design here, it's not dark enough. Okay, and we also have to keep in mind that this is Gaiden, so his skin color should be a little darker. There we go. That makes sense to me. I've gone too far, and I can't stop. I can't stop. The Rockin' Dwarf. Yep, this is it. Okay, here we are. We're good. We're good. I'm actually really proud of my thighs. Like, I've never done such thick thighs, so the fact that my thick thighs worked out like that and they look like they're proper thick thighs, I'm really proud of that. This is a new experience for me, drawing such thick thighs, so you learn something new every day. No, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy. I'm glad that you guys are here to share this thigh journey with me. A journey of thighs, as it were. And we'll fill in that trim afterwards as well. Okay. This is... I don't know why I'm doing this. It was just a joke, bro. It was just a joke. Alrighty. Okay. You know, so we want the Triforce to stand out, right? So we don't want his tiara to be as vibrant. So we're going to use a dimmer sort of material for his tiara. That way it doesn't distract from the Triforce. I don't know why I'm designing. I'm implementing so many serious design principles here, and it doesn't even matter. It's just like the dumbest fan art. Okay, let's give him little jewels. He's green for Gaiden, so we'll put green in there. I'll make it kind of yellowish. I want that to be lighter, actually. There we go. Okay, let's get his eyes in there. And his lips are kind of red. You know, like they're a little like... So I kind of want... And I want them really kissable colored. You know what I mean? We need big kissable lips here. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oops, those are too kissable. Oopsie. Oopsie, too kissable. Anyway, this is what it is now. I picked this color and I can't change it. Alright, let's just make it a little darker. That looks way too... No, I can't. That's way too kissable. Hold on. Let's just dial down our kissability real quick. I need to dial back my kissability. You know what? That's not kissable enough. I think this is a good even ground, middle ground. There we go. Yeah, that's... Okay, that's reasonably kissable. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's get the arms in there. Oh, what happened here? What is that? Okay. Let's get the arms, we'll do the trim, we'll do light shading, and then we're done. I gotta go back to work. I don't know why I'm still doing this. Okay. I just wanted to make sick abs. Oh, so, last night I saw a post from Michael Winterbaum, is that the name of the artist? Oh, I'd have to double check. Who did the box art for, Solstice on the NS. I remember that box art was something that actually really stuck with me when I was a kid, because I remember thinking, like, I did not know wizards could have sick abs, you know? I remember thinking that when I was a kid, because I thought every wizard was like a Ganondorf sort of thing. So seeing a wizard with sick abs, you know, made me question things about myself. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Kenneth. I'm gonna get some shading and some highlights in here, and I don't know why. I just can't stop at this point. This is what it is now. Welcome to Sungrave. Okay, his Naruto wraps. Oh, they should have been fur. You know what? So we need to maintain the design philosophy with the colors. I used the orange for the fur. I could change that. I could make his arm wraps. I could add fur to it later. But his arm wraps should be, or his wrist wraps, his Naruto wraps, should be the same color as the orange fur, because that ties the design together in terms of texture and color here. So, well, in terms of color, after I add fur on the Naruto wraps, then it will have cohesion in terms of texture. This is dumb. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh, gotta color them shins in. Okay. Solstice Wizard is pretty ripped. That is, you know what? It's the most ripped wizard. So in my book, Solstice Wizard, best wizard. If anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, I'm just going to put it on screen if anyone doesn't know what we're talking about. Solstice Wizard. Can't type when I'm at a weird angle like this. Yeah, look how ripped that guy is. That's a wizard. That's a wizard. Who's the artist? Was it Michael Winterbaum? Who drew it? Mike Winterbauer. I got it wrong. Winterbauer. Apologies for that. Winterbauer. Mike Winterbauer. Fantastic artist. He's drawn so much art that really just stuck with me when I was a kid. This guy's fantastic, and he's on Twitter. Seems like a nice guy on Twitter. He likes people's posts when they shared it. Honestly, he should have designed Ganon for the Zelda movie. You know, I mean, who am I? You know. Okay. Well, Ganon's a wizard. Ganon's a dark wizard, so Yeah, he could. So Ganon is another Ripped Wizard. So I think Ripped Wizards is like a, that's like a new archetype for wizards that we just don't really. Well, I don't really think about it. I don't think about wizards that often. So I don't want to speak for everyone because I don't think it's fair to speak for people that you don't represent. So I will say that maybe Ripped Wizards is already an archetype that people, you know, sort of contemplate, but not me. I've never thought about Ripped Wizards as an archetype before. So, God, he needs something. He needs like elbow pads, belts. He needs elbow belts. I'm spending way too long on this. I can't, guys. I cannot spend any more time on this. I'm getting another scam call. Yeah, I'm gonna say no to that. Alright, I'm gonna give him... See, in terms of design now, it's like a little dull. Hold on. So we need something here. Dang it. I'm not doing it right. No drafts, I'm just going straight into the ink lines, and that's it. I'm not getting that right. I'm not getting that right. Oh, this is so awful. This is bad. This is bad fan art, guys. Alright, this is so bad. This is the worst. Okay. Look, it should be the color of these belts, right? To sort of add cohesion. But ideally, he should have, on his elbows, he would also have the little Triforce ornaments, because he's like super into the Triforce. It's like his favorite thing. He's kind of like obsessed with it. Oh, you know, I was thinking, oh, Ganon should have a Triforce tattoo, but he's waiting until he gets the actual Triforce. He's like, he wants to celebrate. He doesn't want to celebrate too soon. So he's waiting until he gets the Triforce, then he's going to get the Triforce tattoo. Okay, let's put like a... This seems like a... Okay, yeah. That's too bright. Hold on. We'll make it tinted yellow a little bit, like that. There we go. Still too light. Okay, dial that down a bit. And we're just going to give it a bit of trim, and that should sort of tie things together a little bit. Okay, then we'll just do a little bit of shading. This is ridiculous and stupid. I don't know why I've wasted so much time on this stupid gag and this dumb fan art. But this is how professionals work. Alright, okay, here we go. King Gizzard and the Ripped Lizard Wizard. I dig it. I dig it. It's a good rhyme there from Kenneth. What am I coloring in? What have I done? I've got a bottom line there that I don't like. Yeah, I'm gonna erase that bottom line, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Okay. Great, great. Let's just go to that line. We'll do some cleanup here. There we are. Back to the color. Okay, yeah. This this is so bad. This is so dumb. Oh my god, this is so bad. Oh, this is so dumb. Oh no, what have I done? Why did I do this? Why did I spend so much time on this? Why? Okay. It's got like a scary background, like a deep green, because that's so Ganon, isn't it? You know, like a deep green, and then we'll do like a sort of a brownish orange. No, you need him to pop, so let's make it like a deep blue, sort of a thing like that. Let's get a gradient. I don't know, I'm just gonna random. Let's just try that. Oh right, no, it's got to go like that. Oh. Okay, so we'll do it like... That's probably fine. This is so dumb. No, that doesn't track. That doesn't track at all. I don't know. I'm not feeling it, guys. I'm just throwing myself off because this is so stupid. Let's go back to yellow. Okay. I need to go back to my real work. That's what's throwing me off, is I just keep thinking, why am I wasting so much time? Next, Jack Black is Tingle. Look, we'll save that one for that next stream. Actually, no, Danny DeVito. If you missed it, Green Knight, Danny DeVito is actually Tingle, and he's going to be like smoking the whole time, like a Gandalf. He's like smoking like weed and like blowing like different shapes throughout the whole movie. I'll just do a quick shading layer. This is ridiculous. This is dumb. This is the biggest waste of time I've ever done. Okay, look, we're just gonna go like this. All right, look, I've even like done an outline, so I'm just gonna cheat. Let's see, we'll do like dark red as the dark color here. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a smudging technique as well. Want to like accentuate those thighs. Oh, we want like a bit of like a highlight on the back. I don't know. I shouldn't be considering so much into what I'm doing. This is so dumb. I've wasted so much time. We'll smudge it. Don't worry. We're gonna smudge it and smoothen it out. We just want to accentuate the package here. Let's go ahead, give that significant shading, just like that. Okay. Give that a bit of dark right there. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this. Okay. Here, we gotta get the ab definition though. This is the most important part. The abs are the most important part. Really, I could just, like stuff up the whole design as long as the abs have it. We're good. Okay, this is Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Ganondorf. Oh man, I gotta get back to my anatomy. I'm getting the anatomy all wrong here. This is so dumb. Just speed through this here. Let's see, bicep, triceps. Oh, man. How do I get these abs to look more sick? gotta have that smoldering, yeah, smoldering look to him. There we go. And there, why am I spending so long on this? Oh, he should have had prosthetic eyebrows to have longer, thicker eyebrows. It's too late. I can't do it now. It's too late. We've gone too far. This is just how it is. Okay, we're going to smudge those. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. No big deal. We'll fix that. Okay. All right. I'll call that light, and we're going to do just a quick layer. Let's see. Hard light. We're going to pick yellow as our... No. We're going to go blue. Just to make it more pale, since he's like a bad guy. Let's see. No, it's not real natural looking, is it? I don't know why I didn't reduce the hardness on that. It was... What am I doing here? What am I doing here? I don't like the color that I've picked. I don't like the color I picked. I'm sort of like in a tailspin because I really want to get back to work, and I'm kind of desperately just trying to finish this and end the gag here, end the bit. I just want to end the bit and go back to work. Kenneth Meshi, all because I asked if Gaiden had rumors yet. I'm sorry for the major distraction. All right, everyone, this is Kenneth's fault. The reason why we have Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Gaiden is thanks to Kenneth. So thank you, Kenneth, for bringing this upon us. This is Kenneth's fault. God. Oh no. I feel like I contacted Rob Liefeld to draw the feet for me. Jeez. Yep. Yep, that's what we're doing here. Accent those. Oh no. What if... Oh no! What if his Triforce buckles glowed and they emitted light? Okay, his Triforce buckles are gonna glow. Okay, we're doing it. Okay, we have a little backlight on his arms here. This is so bad. This is so dumb. Okay. Let's get in there on those abs. Okay, we'll get the belts. We've got to get some highlights on these belts here so they stand out more. That's the definition on the belts. Pauldrons as well. Thanks, Kenneth. Thank you, Kenneth, for making this happen. Okay. We need to ease up on the shading here. I'm gonna have to ease up on that a little bit because it's just too much. I'll smudge it. It's no big deal. I'll smudge that. Don't even worry about it. Why am I putting so much effort into this? Oh no, this is just a gag. Okay, we gotta be careful with our lips here. We don't want to ruin it. Gotta make sure they're perfectly kissable. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. Why am I doing this? Why? Why? Okay. Oh no, the abs! I gotta get my yellow back in there. Look, I gotta just shoot a shot in the dark here for the colors. I'm kind of thinking that's where I was for the yellow. Doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, these are our sick abs. Okay, let's go ahead and start smudging. It's definitely the funniest thing I've seen today. Well, I'm glad because I'm now can't stop. Okay, where's my smudge tool? Oh, there it is. Smudge. Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna go ahead and all right. Let's just do some shading. All right, guys. We'll just do let's see, strength. We're gonna reduce the strength on that. I'm gonna drink my room temperature coffee here. All right, let's go ahead and just get this, mostly finished, really. All right. All right, so what we're doing is we're just smudging the colors for a more natural blending of the color dynamic. This is actually quite soothing, this step. I would normally reapply more colors. I would smudge, I would apply another base layer of color, and then I would smudge that. But I'm not going to do that today because I didn't plan on doing this. It's just a bit. Don't worry about it. Oh, thanks for that, Kenneth. I appreciate it. Look, I don't know. We'll post this in the Discord. We'll share it, because I think this is fun. This is a fun way to hang out and spend time. And I feel ridiculous because now people can see that I have a hard time drawing feet unless I spend like half an hour on it. Okay. Here we go. But what is most important is this area. We've got to make this area look really, really defined. And this has to be right. It's got to look, There we go. That's it. This is ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever done. Okay. All right, so I just want to make sure that I just blend these colors enough to where it just looks smooth and natural. Here we go. That looks okay. So you can see I have my my shadows and my lights on two different layers. What I need to do now, see there's no separation of definition here, is I'll have to adjust that so you can see the form in that area. Otherwise, it just looks like a big mess. So I'll fix that. We'll finish smudging this. This is in general where you can express your creases, your folds in your clothing, your skin tightness. Okay, so I'll fix that area that I've identified as visually just not where it should be, just visually not the best. But I'll fix that. I will fix that. Okay. Should be using a smaller brush for this blending actually, so I can get more definition out of it. You see how I can get more definition now? There we go. Oh, I should have put, I will. I'll come back, I'll put some lighting in there as well, some highlights. Don't forget to save. Okay. So I like the idea that Ganondorf listens to the Hyrule, equivalent of My Chemical Romance, and that's kind of like what spurred him on, was like, I can take the Triforce, it should be mine, I should have the Triforce, you know. People just don't get me. People would get me if I had the Triforce. So, and that's really what all Gaiden wants. He just wants people to get him, you know? No one gets him. Yeah. Ooh, better define our abs here. This is so dumb. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it, and it's so dumb. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, this is good. We're fine. We're fine here. Okay. Okay, now I can fix that. See, we got the chiseled jaw there. Oh yeah, but it's got to like come down a bit like that. There we go. He's got such a strong jaw. There we go. We got the temple area. We got our eyes. This is so dumb. Okay. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're having fun. All right. I wonder if we can get someone to mod this into Smash now. This is my version of Gaiden. This is the Rock Gaiden. I want the shading here to make sense. I'm going to blend that back a little bit. Oh, it's hard to make that shape make sense with the way I did that. I didn't do a good job on that. Anyway, we'll get the highlights in there. We'll fix the highlights on that. Don't worry about that. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it, Kenneth. All right. You know what? Maybe on the next stream we will do Danny DeVito as Tingle. Who knows? All right. Let's see here. I'm barely considering anatomy here. I'm just really trying to blend my color dynamics here. I'm not even, you know, I mean, I've almost got the anatomy right there, you know. I'm just sort of speedrunning this shading now. See, hands and feet are definitely some of the more difficult parts to get right when drawing people. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially when you're just trying to like make a joke and hang out with people on the internet, and then you weren't ready for it. And it's like, you saw I just went straight to the inking. Like I didn't really do a draft on the hands, really. I just sort of like put blob shapes in there. So it's important to actually get like a good draft in there for your hands and your feet. And if you don't do a decent draft, you're going to have a hard time when you start applying the ink layer. Don't forget I got to fix that area there. Let's see here. All right, here we go. That's it. There's our guy. I just want to smoothen out the shading here. I'll smoothen it out. Save like an hour or so for the fan art rumors. Yeah, sure. Yeah. We can just do fan art. Okay, so I'm kind of making sure that I've got all the spots that I need. I think we've done everything. We've got that. Okay, so we want to blend the highlights, but what I want to do is sort of define this area a little bit. So we're going to go back to our light layer, and I'll just go ahead and put some in there. There we go. So we want to define our belt a little bit, and that way you can actually see what the deal is with that a little bit. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to add an extra layer on top, and I'm going to make that stuff glow, because I think that'll be very funny. That is just his little Triforce Hot Topic little things. Yeah, he got those at Hot Topic, 100%. Okay, let's go ahead and blend our highlight layer now. So I'm just going to try and get some shape in here. Let's see, my Rob Liefeld feet going. These are like Hyrule slippers. You know, this is like normal footwear if you're like at home and you're not going to have guests, because they're kind of like embarrassing looking. Like they're what your uncle wears, to a fishing trip, and you're kind of like, what is that? What are you wearing? What is on your feet? And he's like, look, it's really comfortable. All right, I've been having circulation problems, and these Hyrule booties, they're breathable, they're soft. Oh, that's what I'm calling these, Hyrule booties. They're new footwear. They were going to be in Ocarina of Time, Hyrule booties. You got your iron boots, your feather boots, and then your Hyrule booties. But it was cut for time, It was just cut content, Get that layer back there. Oh man, I'm just trying to like speedrun this. I didn't put highlight on the fur. I'm going to have to do that now. Here we go. Okay. All right. Okay, let's get our nice, thick, creamy thighs here. All right. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Go ahead and blend this stuff. Blend that, soften it a bit. Okay. Soften that. I'm like speedrunning this like crazy. There's no reason to have put in this much effort, but it's fun. I think we're all having fun here. You don't want it to just be a blob though, right? You gotta have like some shape in there. So there we go. Okay, great. Looks like there's some shape and some form in there. Fantastic. All right. Get some more highlight on our monster fur in there. A little bit more in here, please. Okay, a little bit more smudging in there. Okay, this is silly. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to smudge that a bit. I didn't blend that well. I keep forgetting about my fur layer, don't I? Okay. All right. Yeah, we're on the light layer now, so let's go ahead and just blend our highlights here very quickly. Let's see here. Alright, we're doing it. Alright. Oh, this is speed running it. This is so... This is like when you realize that your launch date is like actually like 3 months closer than you thought, and then your director says like, oh yeah, we got to get those character portraits in like real fast. We've got 3 less months than we thought. This is what it looks like. Then the artist is in the studio and he's like, uh-oh, I got to get this done really fast. This is what that looks like. Okay. I actually need to turn the air conditioning on in my office. I'm drawing so intensely. I've broken out into a sweat because I'm drawing so... I mean, you can see the pace that I'm going at here is pretty blazing. And I am now sweating from having to draw, because there's a fair amount of pressure that I have to apply. And you can see that I'm going to increase my strength on my smudge tool a little now, just to make it look a little faster. Okay, there we go. They're sick abs. Yeah, sick. If these abs are not sick, I will be very disappointed, because the whole point of this was to have sick abs. Okay. Okay, I think I've got that all right. Okay, let's go ahead and blend this now. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good, actually. I think we're okay. Anyone walking in to the stream just now will be so confused as to what we are doing. This is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Ganondorf. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson he's confirmed to be playing Ganondorf in the new live-action Zelda movie. So I'm just drawing the concept art for what Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will look like. And this is Kenneth's fault, because Kenneth just wanted to start a big old gag about Ganon. Okay. I think we're gonna call it. I think that's it. So the last of our details, I just want to clear up all this. So any of the shading around the little Triforce ornaments, we're just going to clear that up so the color is more clear. Okay, so you can see that he has Triforce knee pads. Okay, so let's go back to our base color. We'll just make a couple fixes here. Okay, this is our dude. This is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Ganondorf. I hope this looks all right on the stream. I'm just going to adjust the camera on the stream a little bit. Maybe you can see it better if I just make some adjustments here. So, oh, I'm sorry. There we go. This whole time it was too dark. I'm sorry about that. Is your Patreon the only way to donate to you? I think so. Yeah. I haven't really set up other ways. People have asked about setting up YouTube to donate. I don't actually know how to set that up. I'll look into that. But right now it's a Patreon. So you can see why I like to have my highlights and my shadow layers on different layers is I can now control the opacity. I can make it more intense, or I can make it less intense. But I'll share this. Hi, Indrajit. We're drawing Ganondorf from the new Zelda movie. I'm not sure if this is focusing correctly either. I'm sorry, it was way too dark the whole time. I didn't even double check the screen there. Okay, so I'll share this on Patreon. I'll put it on the Discord. I'll make the high resolution file available. So I have the highlights, I have the shadow, that's the main color. I have the shadow layer. I can make it more intense or less intense. Let's make it nice and intense. Okay. And the last thing we want to do is soft light is we want our little Triforce thingies to glow a little bit. I didn't blend the highlights on the belts. Look, I've spent so much time on this. Alright, okay, let's just pick something. It's gonna glow. It's gonna glow like that. There. Oh my god. Oh, Ganon. Oh! Oh, Ganon. I just love the idea that he's like this big Triforce fanboy, and he's like, oh, I totally love the Triforce. It's so sick. I love it. It's so cool. Nobody likes the Triforce like I like it. I'm like the biggest Triforce fan. Yeah, this is like teen. This is teen Gaiden. Oh no, 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 no! I've got a new rumor. I've got a new rumor. The new Zelda live-action movie is like a teen drama. So they're like teens, but it's Jesse Eisenberg playing teen Link, cracking wise, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson is like Teen Ganon. Here we go. All right, everyone. That's it. This is Ganondorf. We've done it. He's got the glowing Triforce bits there. I'm going to refill my coffee. I desperately need to take a break from how ridiculous this was. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you had fun. Hold on. Let me, we'll zoom in on that. That was fun. That was fun hanging out. I'm not sure why it's not focusing so much, you know? Let me move the camera now so we have a head-on view of that. All right, thanks for helping me come up with that idea, Kenneth. Oh. I just want the picture on there. Can I just open image? Open image. There we go. There's our guy. Okay, I'm just gonna go make a coffee real quick, and I will be right back. I'm out of coffee, you see. apple cider coffee here. All right, everyone, and we are back. Okay, so that has been Rock. Well, he doesn't really go by The Rock these days, you know. So that's Dwayne Johnson as Ganondorf. He will be playing Ganondorf in the new live-action Zelda movie, which of course is going to be a teen drama. Link will be played by Jesse Eisenberg. Let's go ahead and just fill the screen here. Okay. Great. All right. So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and show you. We'll get this creature into. We'll put it in engine, and then we can have a look at him. So we were sculpting this creature earlier. This has been great. I'm just going to go ahead and save this as a PNG. Oh, hold on. I got to trim it first. I'll do it later. So this is the handsome Ganon. All right, so I've made myself an apple cider coffee. Mixed in some apple cider with my coffee. Oh, that is nice coffee. Oh. Very soothing, very relaxing. Good to see you, Indrajit. Thanks for coming to hang out on the stream. Okay, so that is Photoshop is now stuck, waiting for me to do. So what we'll do is we'll just do an overall reduction of poly count. We'll export him. We won't rig him up just yet, but we'll put him in engine. We'll see what he looks like in engine. So this is the new Undertaker that we sculpted. I'm quite happy with the design here. He leaks cryo fluid and he extinguishes your campfire. He seeks out the heat. He'll leak out the liquid there, but he can also instantly kill people as well. He's a one-hit kill kind of creature. Let's go ahead and turn on our wireframe, and we'll do some reduction. I'll remember you had posted like this in your anime Facebook that stand by something big is happening at Animele, and that your last post 16 August 2021. Yeah, well, see, the thing with Animele is I never really earned that much money with it, so I couldn't move my studio forward just working on Animele. The game was, you know, earning a little bit of money through ads, but it wasn't enough to help me establish my studio. So I had to put a pause on Animele. But I was going to add heaps of new playable animals to it, was the news. But I'll be bringing that to the Switch. I'm working on it, but I'm redoing all of the user interface. There's a lot of optimizing that I have to do, but I'll be making huge improvements. But you know, it's that's something that I really want to do because I know that people really love Animele. Okay, let's see. We're at 126,000 triangles. Let's go ahead. We're at 59,000 triangles. That's probably okay for now. Let's go ahead and export that. Let's see. We're at Sculpting Silver Falls. Let's see. Yeah. What happened to Kennedy Egypt guy? Who's that? I'm not sure which person you're asking about. Anyways, that was our creature. Let's go ahead and find that file now, and I will bring him into my Unity project. So let's close out that. Sculpting. Silver Falls. Okay. I'll bring my scene in here, so I'll have to be careful with the way I share this project so that there's nothing confidential that can be seen. Ah, my eyes. Again, I'm very careful here, working around, because I am under strict NDA, so I can't just show you, you know, everything about the workspace. Okay. Right. So let's go ahead. Before exiting from that, I remember you had a guy on your screen when you came back from taking coffee. Oh yeah, that was that's Ganondorf from the new Zelda movie that I drew. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson playing Ganondorf. So we will go ahead and bring the model in now. So under figures, so the actual sort of the main Undertaker, the lead Undertaker here. If I can bring, oh, hold on, and show you just without the visual effects in game, because they are pitch black, they don't reflect light. You aren't able to really see them, so I'll just show you what he looks like here. That's the sort of the base. Okay. Go ahead and get a material on him as well here. What do we got? So if I ever wanted to sort of have the creature visible at some point, it would kind of look like that. It'd be just, oh, that's fleshy, isn't it? Yee. Well, that's a friend if I've ever seen one. Okay, so the Undertaker itself is already quite big, you know, and of course in the games he's pitch black. You can't actually see him. So what we're going to do is go ahead and grab our new guy. He should be in here. Okay, so he's got some weird issues. What we're going to do is just open him up in Sculptors again and see if we can just get rid of those weird quirks of the display there. What we're going to do is turn off symmetry and just UV map him. Okay. So open our recent new. Okay, so we are at a lower poly count, and we will disable symmetry, and then we will UV map him. Resolution doesn't matter right now. So to really get him actually integrated in the game, I'll have to create a new skeletal structure for him, and I'll rig him up, which isn't that fun doing animations for these strange rigs because it is hugely time consuming. Okay, so I think, let's see, I think Sculptors has crashed. That's because Unity takes up a whole lot of memory here. Go ahead and try it again. What we'll do is we'll just reduce the poly count so it has an easier time processing. Okay, disable symmetry, and then we will paint again, and it should work this time, probably. Okay, we'll just wait for the step to finish, and when it does, we will be able to deploy our new Undertaker into our game. But what I'm interested in is how will he look in-game. I think I need to make him skinnier and lankier, but I'm not entirely sure. What I do need to make sure is that when he is placed side by side next to the other cryptids, that he stands out and he looks unique. Because they are all in the same Undertaker family, I need similar design language. but I need to make sure that they aren't too similar to each other. Ah, that's nice coffee. Okay, we're going to export this fella now. Indrajit, we have Kali Puja next week, so I am doing the work for that only for school projects, so I will be seen very rare in your live stream because I had so much work to do. So I'll catch you later. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Indrajit. Well, I hope that goes great. Did I say that? Well, hey, you're in India, right? I'm going to ask something about phones there. Do you know many people who have KaiOS phones? Because I'm going to start developing games for KaiOS, because you can get a lot of games out there, and there's a market out there for KaiOS games. I think it's a really neat operating system. But the games that are on there, I think there's so much more fun you can have with those KaiOS phones. And from my understanding, like when I look up articles online and videos, a lot of the people talking about KaiOS are from, or they're in India, you know? And so but a lot of the stuff I can't understand the language, I can only understand English. But I see people talking about KaiOS. Isn't KaiOS just Linux, or that's something else? I think that's something else. KaiOS is a very lightweight, optimized mobile operating system. So I will be making heaps of games, because I can make games for KaiOS very quickly, and your expectation for KaiOS games is not necessarily a very big game. So I can make KaiOS games very quickly, and it's a way where I can bring revenue into my studio. Oh, yes. Yes. This is perfect. Right. So I was saying earlier in the stream, hey, Rashad Z, I haven't said hello. Good to see you. I was saying earlier that the silhouette, you know, the profile, the outline of your cryptids needs to stand out. I'm looking at this bad boy and I'm thinking, that looks great. So next to the Undertaker, this is our core base Undertaker. This is the one that sort of puts campfires out because he has a cryo sac, he leaks cryo fluid, he can kill people in one hit by dropping cryo fluid on them, and if you look at them from overhead, he is quite distinct. So if the camera was just directly overhead, you would know which creature you are looking at. So I'm quite happy with how this has turned out. Put some skin on this bad boy. This is... Oh, I see. Okay. So why is it in multiple parts? He's in multiple parts. This is not what I wanted. I don't know why he's in parts like that. That's strange, huh? Okay. Well, let's see what we can just... We have a generic skin we can slap on him. I'm going to look for a generic skin. I don't have a generic skin on hand. Ah. You know, it'd be so gross if I put a human skin. Let's see what happens when I put a human skin on him. It's going to be really gross. Let me just adjust the settings on my webcam. Here we go. That seems right. Silhouettes for any character design is crucial. It makes them recognizable and people can easily remember them later on. Yeah, Rashad Z is absolutely right, you know. Particularly in this case, because these creatures are supposed to be pitch black. So I'm just going to slap a human skin on him because I think it would be really gross if I did that. I don't have a generic skin to put on him at the moment. And I'm not entirely sure why it's in pieces here. Huh, it split it up into pieces. It must have like a setting enabled in there. Very odd. Oh! Oh, sick! Yeah! That looks nasty when it's human colored like that. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh, that's not good. It shouldn't be like that. Okay, let's get the actual Undertaker skin on there. Undertakers are pitch black, and this is why the silhouette for these creatures is so important. Is now, if we look at these creatures, yes, it's very clear that they are two distinct, different cryptids. A very fleshy boy, you're right, Rashad Z. Indrajit, KaiOS, I don't know. In here, we don't sell those phones. There is still not named KaiOS phone, but Not released there. I hope KaiOS might come in future. Maybe it must be very regional then. I just think they're really cool phones. I've got one, and I'm kind of thinking I would like to carry around a KaiOS phone more so than my Android phone, because my Android phone just irritates me now. I have different Android phones that I use for managing, you know, the social media for work. This is great. So yeah, it's quite clear that these are two very distinct fleshy boys. Oh, I'm so pleased with how this has turned out. Okay. So what we will do is we're going to turn on the fog. Where have I got it? Turn on the fog. Okay, whoa, yeah, so you can see it. Just bring it up a bit, simulate the fog, there you go. So you can see them. And just, this isn't really supposed to be, you know, an actual light source, but I will do is I'll increase this light source so we can see the environments. Just so the environment lights up, like that. And that we can see the silhouettes of these creatures. That's what I need right now. Okay, and make sure that he is ground level. Actually, in terms of size, that's about where I want him to be. Kenneth, I just subscribed to you on Patreon. Oh wow, I really appreciate that. Thanks, Kevin. Kenneth, I really appreciate that. Look, I'll do more. I'll do as much as I can. I really appreciate that. What I am doing on Patreon actually is so I'm working on a lot of homebrew stuff right now. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, other consoles as well, and I'm sharing that stuff on Patreon. So that'll be exclusive Patreon. Supporters get to try out the ROMs. I've got a Super Nintendo test ROM on there just to prove that I was able to get a ROM deployed. So thanks very much for signing up to the Patreon, Kenneth. I really appreciate that. Rashad C, have tried those Linux phones like the Pine phone? They come in multiple operating systems. Interesting. Okay, I haven't, but I will look them up because I want to get games on as many platforms as possible. So here's the thing. So I'll share, you know, this is just a business sort of thing. Is it's very time consuming making Silver Falls games. Like I can't just pump these games out. They take a huge amount of planning. I need to make sure that all of the games connect to each other. There's code linker content. Each game generally has at least like a year or so in planning leading up to it. I need to make sure that it connects not just in terms of lore, but gameplay. There's an immense amount of development because every game is unique. I have to make the graphics, then the writing, and I need to double check every last thing when it comes to writing because lore is the most important thing. Character consistency, character growth is the most important thing. So it is very time consuming to create Silver Falls games, and it's demanding. It's not like you can relax and make a Silver Falls game. It's highly demanding. And they're so time consuming that I'll have dry spots in between my Silver Falls releases where I'm not bringing in that much revenue into the studio. So I've planned where I can make smaller games for other platforms, especially KaiOS, where I can make smaller experiences that people can just enjoy. I can put ads in the KaiOS games, and that will bring revenue in. And those are games that I can produce in a couple days that I can launch very quickly that aren't Silver Falls, but something that's just fun in a bite-size sort of experience. And that'll allow me to keep my studio alive. Yeah, so those are the kind of things that I've been considering. I want to make just fun homebrew stuff. Yeah, so look, we've got our new creature. That is so cool. So in future Silver Falls games, you know, if they play like 3 Down Stars, or you know, like how I did the PS Vita homebrew Survive, that plays like 3 Down Stars. What if these dudes showed up, you know, and you've got your gun and you're aiming upwards and you have this massive thing and it's leaking fluid, cryo fluid, and it's like you've got to find a way to kill this thing because if it leaks cryo fluid on you, you're dead. That's it. So Yeah, this has been pretty fun. Speaking of memberships, have you thought about YouTube memberships? I'll look into it because a lot of people have asked about that at this point. So I will look into it. Yeah. So in case anyone missed it now, what we'll do is I will share Undertakers running. Realistically, I should have this game done in less than a week. I'll have all the development and testing done, and I'll have that submitted, and then hopefully we can launch it as soon as possible. So, especially for people that have already bought Undertakers for 3DS or Wii U, I want to make sure that this is worth it for them to pick up the new Undertakers, because it's the same core story mode, it's the same game B. I don't want people to feel like I'm using them like, oh, please buy my game a third time. So I'm putting so much effort into making sure that this new experience feels like it's worth it, and it's exciting to play this new game mode. It's going to be co-op. There's exploration. There's giant boss battles. You get to have your cabin defense where you protect your cabin. You build your cabin. Okay, so I'll share it with you a bit. I'm also extending the soundtrack, so I'm doing a new 8-bit soundtrack. There will be 6 or 7 8-bit music tracks for Undertakers. You can turn them on or off, but they'll play during the story mode, during Game A, so now you can play with music. Game B will have 6 tracks of music, its own 6 tracks of music, and then I'm doing 2 new tracks of music for Cabin Defenders. It's using the soundtrack from Survivor's from the Wii U, and also 2 new tracks. So I'm writing a lot of music for this as well. So people that enjoyed that, I'll be doing more. Oh, you know what? Before I do, let me boot up. In the playlist here, I am going to put on, I'll put on some Undertakers music. How about that? Let's do that. Okay, 1 second while I go ahead and get some Undertakers music. Okay. Oh, pushing the wrong keyboard here, aren't I? Let me get the Undertakers music. Okay, and I kind of love the names of these tracks. So there's Blood-Soaked Comic Books. Turn up the music a little bit. This is Blood-Soaked Comic Books. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, I think I need to manually set the focus on the webcam. Sorry about the bump there. Turn off the autofocus. And I think I put it about here. How's that? Well, my brain's trying to process where to put that. Okay. So this is up to 4 players co-op. I'll just adjust the the focus just a little bit more. How about that? Okay. So this is Undertakers on the Nintendo Switch. This is the new game mode called Cabin Defenders. Injaji, oh, hey, I got a serious problem to tell you. Yeah, fire away, tell me. So you can have up to 4 people. This is the hub area. So for anyone that missed it earlier in the stream, you have your stats here. So you have upgrade. You can upgrade your stats. You have your weapons, your stats. You have how fast you can build, and you can make your structures stronger. You can increase your item carry amount. Let's see. What's the track? Let me check the track name that's playing. The track that's playing is Bottomless Pits from Undertakers on the Wii U. Is the music loud enough? Is it alright? Let me know. You can equip skill comics, so you collect skill comics. Kenneth, you just tested the Silver Falls
Survive SNES concept ROM. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I will need people's help testing it just on their different emulators and devices. Just I want to make sure the game works well across different emulators, because we're all going to be playing it on emulators, you know. But it was actually really difficult getting that ROM deployed. So I never thought that I would be able to get a Nintendo ROM deployed and actually working. So the fact that I'm able to draw graphics on screen, I can draw text, I can play music, and of course I'll have to sort of create my own sound bank on there. But once it's all set up, you know, I want the music to be, you know, as good as it can be. I want it to be top notch, you know, the very best music that I can write for the Super Nintendo. But the fact that the whole point of that ROM is to show that I can create music, I can create sound effects and graphics for the Super Nintendo. So yeah, the playable characters. So when you want to change your dude, you select change dude. Let's see, there's a new Steam Deck OLED coming out. I just saw that a couple minutes ago, or a couple hours ago, before starting the stream. I thought, oh, cool. So I don't even have a Steam Deck yet. So the playable characters, when you select change dude, and again, this is 4 players, so everyone has a chance to pick someone different. You got Bull, Willie, Oxa, Fred, Honored, Hank, Pancake Gobbler, Maverick, Dodger, and Hogan. So quite a few characters you can pick from. You'll have to unlock them. You have your different stats, you have equipment, and skill comics. So there's going to be quite a fair bit of depth to the gameplay, and this is a mode that you'll be able to play heaps. I want this to be a big mode for people to enjoy for a while. So make it, you know, worth picking up Undertakers. I want it to look good. I want it to be fun, to last a long time, something that you can enjoy. I want there to be a little bit of competitive aspects. It'll sort of rate the players as they play. Oh, so the last track was I'll Tell My Grandpa. The current track is Pancake Line. Okay, so if you go to the car, that opens up this. So I'll show you what Cabin Defenders looks like now. So you can explore, you can collect materials and resources, but there's a time limit, and if you take too long, the Undertaker that can kill you in one hit with the ice, he'll start chasing you down, and he's very fast. That is the creature that we just modeled on stream. He'll start hunting you down. I'll click Cabin Defenders, and this is again a test build or a development build, so there's quite a few things are unfinished and unimplemented, you know, or not unimplemented, but just not implemented. So there's supposed to be a counter that tells you how much lumber or build material you have. You have to go to explore mode and then, you know, collect as much lumber as you can, bring it back to your camp so that you're able to build things. Let's see. So yeah, this is development build, but your character's supposed to enter. Cool, I built that. So your character's supposed to enter a state where they can't move. They have an animation where they're building things. It's supposed to tell you how much build material you have left. So monsters will be attacking you, and you've got like a minute, you know, to set up your base cabin, and then monsters will start attacking. They'll break through the walls. You have to survive for a certain amount of time without the monsters breaking in. So you have to keep rebuilding walls. You might have to send one of your friends outside of the base camp to do the main fighting while you do the fixing and repairing of the walls and everything. So I think this is a mode that would be quite fun, you know. So yeah, and you have your, it's a similar combat system to Guardians and Metal Exterminators and Survivors from the Wii U. So every character has their fixed weapons, but you can combo them, similar to Guardians and Metal Exterminators, and every character plays differently. So I hope you're looking forward to that. This is, you know, an early development look at Undertakers coming to Nintendo Switch. I hope you like the look of it, and you know, I just want the game running great. I want it looking great. I want it to be tons of fun and to last a long time. So, Kenneth, you used SNES 9X version 1.6. Okay, cool, thanks. Yeah, and through the Patreon, we can sort of coordinate, and everyone can sort of say what they've tested on. We can do it through the Discord as well, you know. So, yeah, I want this mode to just be heaps of fun, just like fun action, just sort of fun chaos with, you know, you and some friends. And of course, you have that new cryptid that we just made, and he's trying to destroy your campfire. And if he does that, it's game over. So, yeah, anyway, that is Undertakers coming to the Switch. I wanted something significantly new in terms of gameplay, and I think I've found you know, a formula that I think is going to be quite fun. My computer is stuck? Hello? What? My computer's stuck. So I don't know. The stream's still going, but I can't reach the autofocus here. My computer's stuck, everyone. It's streaming, but it's stuck. Oh, I had a button held down on the my Switch. Pushed a button on my trackball. There we go. Sorry about that. So the track that's playing right now is Undertaker's Battle. I actually really like this track. Certain tracks, they kind of connect with you, and you think, oh yeah, I dig that. So I think this might be my favorite one from Undertakers. Guys, I finally got a Steam Deck. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to get a Steam Deck because I don't have time to play games, unfortunately. All right, so this thing's like, you can get them on sale for like 15, 20 bucks, something like that. This thing is so cool, you know. Obviously, I'm not going to discuss piracy. It came with ROMs. I didn't pirate the stuff. It just came with a bunch of ROMs. I got it because I really want to test my custom homebrew that I'm creating. I think this would just be a fun way to test it. So I'm not going to show you anything because I'm not going to show you any piracy or anything like that. But the screen is so cool. It just looks fantastic. It's an IPS display, great viewing angles. The colors are vibrant. It's nice and sharp. They updated the firmware, I think, at the end of October. So now the performance is better. It's more reliable. There's improvements. So it does MAME, Game Boy Advanced, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, Mega Drive, Super Famicom, and Famicom. It's so cool. Really, I love the fact that it feels like a Super Nintendo controller too. It's really neat. I think this is cool. Like 15, 20 bucks. So these are neat. Okay, well, I guess we can, we can hang out a bit, we can just chat, and then I'll wrap the stream up. I gotta get back to work, you know. So, yeah, I'll play the tracks again. We can just hang out and chat for a little bit, you know. We can talk about whatever. Oops, I better close that or anymore. Chilling. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hanging out, having a look. We also came up with some really great rumors for the Zelda movie that we can now spread to everyone. Did you save? I didn't save on that because I had made changes to the scene that I didn't want to be saved. I was just showing people the new cryptid running in engine. So, and here's our. You know what? While we're hanging out, because I'm going to wrap up the stream pretty soon. I'll just paint this guy with some fun flesh just so we see what it looks like. Nice and fleshy. It's going to be kind of low resolution though, so. I hope is the music too loud? Let me know if the music's too loud. So yeah, headset. IPS displays are nice. That's what my Razer Raptor 27-inch has. Nice. Nice. Let's give him Undertaker. Well, the other guy had this sort of fleshy thing going on, didn't he? The original Undertaker. Go ahead and pick that. We'll just slap some skin on this bad boy. Just for fun. You know, this is just for fun. Oh wait, no, I think this one might be my favorite Undertaker's track. This is titled Bottomless Pits. And I think this is the track. This can play in Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. What I really liked about Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers was making it so that battle music can be different based on the characters that are in your party. So if you had a character in your party who's from Undertakers, then you could get Undertaker's battle music playing during battle. And that's something that I'm going to do with Road Past Guilt, which is going to be the big Silver Falls JRPG. Is depending on who's in your party, the battle music, again, could be battle music from other Silver Falls games. And I think that's kind of a fun detail that I really like, because as the player, when you hear music from one of the previous games, you build a connection and you think of what happened in that previous game and you think, oh, whoa, you know, it's kind of the effect of when you hear, say like you hear Final Fantasy VII music in another Final Fantasy game, you just have an instant connection to Final Fantasy VII, you know, and you think about, oh, whoa, yeah, I recognize this song, and it makes you think of like your time that you spent playing Final Fantasy VII. So I love that kind of method that you can use to just help people connect and remember, you know, their experiences with the previous game, and it helps it feel cohesive. Because say you have a party, say you're playing Silver Falls Road Past Guilt, and you have a party that's made entirely out of characters from Guardians and Metal Exterminators, then you're going to get music that comes from Guardians and Metal Exterminators, and it'll feel like this cool reunion, like, yeah, I built my Guardians team. And I know a lot of people are so disappointed that Shauna wasn't in Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers, but Shauna, I'm confirming it now, Shauna will be in Road Past Guilt. She will be recruitable, and you can have her as a playable character in Road Past Guilt. So, well, that's what our fun little, you know, this is like 512 by 512, so it's not going to look very detailed. You know, that's kind of what our fleshy pal looks like. Anyway, this has been fun. Injury. The problem is, for some unknown circumstances, Animelee has been removed from Play Store and it's only available in TapTap. So that's because Google requires you to go and update all of your games with their newest systems and their new software, and then you have to resubmit all of that. And it's a huge amount of work, and at the moment I don't have time to do that, so they've removed Animelee. But sometime next year, I'll likely be in a position where I can work on Animelee again. And again, I had to lower Animelee in terms of priority because it doesn't really earn the studio, doesn't really earn any revenue enough to help me keep the studio financial. And that's why I'm bringing Animelee to the Switch, so people can buy Animelee. And it'll have significantly more content, massive improvements and updates. Yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to the upcoming game. It's been a lot of fun hanging out. It's been so much fun. Let's go ahead and look at Ganondorf again before we wrap up the stream. We drew Dwayne Johnson, who will, confirmed, Dwayne Johnson will be Ganondorf in the upcoming live-action Zelda movie. Here's the concept art for him. I'll put this on, I'll make the high-res available on Patreon and Discord or whatever. But he's got these stupid glowy, he is obsessed with the Triforce. Ganon loves the Triforce. This is our dude. I was gonna give him Ganon hair, but I realized The Rock, you know, he would not, he probably wouldn't even allow them to put like a hairpiece on him these days. God, he's so handsome. This is the most handsome Ganon we've ever had. Okay, so it's been great, everyone. Been great hanging out. Been real fun. This is my workstation. I don't know why this is sideways. It's not normally like that. That sits way off to the side, but it's not super useful. It's a vertical screen. It's not like super useful, but I put it there because it makes me feel like I'm piloting a mech. And that feels really cool. So that's basically why I put that monitor there. Okay. Alright. Wow, this has been a lot of fun. This has been great hanging out, everyone. So thanks for hanging out. Thank you again, Kenneth, for signing up to my Patreon. I'll put the high-res dude on there. I'll make one with a transparent background as well. You can make your own T-shirts of them if you want. you can make your own mugs. You can put them on a mug if you want. I'll put the high-res PNG on there. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Okay, take care. I'll be posting more of my upcoming stuff. Again, I've been working on a lot of homebrew. I did reach out to Atari, so I'll be becoming a developer for Atari VCS. There's so many cool things that I've thought of for VCS. I'll be right back. Let me just grab the classic controller. I'll be right back. We'll chat a little bit about Atari VCS development before I clock out. Let me just grab that controller. I'll be right back. This thing. This is cool as heck. This is the classic controller for the Atari. I love this thing. It's great. You can spin the joystick, rotate that in place like that. I'll turn it on, and games can control the lights that are on here. You know, so it doesn't just. It's not a matter of I push left. You know, that's just default behavior. The games can control what the lights do. And I've written out and done concept documents that are totally finished for games that actually use the lights as part of the gameplay. So you actually have to look up at the screen, and something will happen. It'll vibrate, and you look down, and the lights will be doing something, and you have to play the game according to that. One of the game concepts I have is that there are enemies that can approach you from underground, and you'll feel the controller vibrate. So you can't see them on the screen, they're underground. What you have to do is look down at the controller. So you activate a sonar. The character activates a sonar, maybe you use that side in something. And it'll activate a sonar, and when you feel the controller vibrate, you look down, and the lights on the controller will actually tell you what direction the enemy is coming from underground. You'll be able to tell how far away the enemy is based on what the lights are doing. Just little concepts like that I think would be so fun. We can't really do that on any other console right now. Things like that would be really fun. Shadzi, the Silver Falls comes to the Atari 2600 Plus that got announced. No, because the 2600 Plus, it's like primarily like it's real, like the actual old Atari consoles. No, it's running those. So I'm not creating anything specifically for the 2600 Plus, but I will be creating games for the Atari VCS, given that I can get set up as a developer and get the proper tools to develop for that. I want to create brand new game concepts, and I'm not necessarily making Silver Falls for the VCS, but I could make like spin-off titles that don't have the name Silver Falls. I want to keep Silver Falls exclusive to Nintendo. I could have like spin-off titles that are set in the same universe as Silver Falls, have a different title, because there are towns that I have established near Silver Falls, around Silver Falls, and whatnot. So, Kenneth, you're Ramza1337 on Discord. Okay, very cool. Your name? I'm a Ramza guy myself. You know, are you Team Ramza or Team Delita? Team Ramza for me, all the way. So I have quite a few game concepts that I've written out for the VCS, and I really just want to make some cool stuff for the VCS. So again, not necessarily going to be Silver Falls, but I love this controller. It's so fantastic. You don't have that many buttons, so you have to be creative in the way that you implement games. I want to make a game where you actually have to use the rotating controller. My webcam has freaked out here. The webcam's done something. The webcam is down. Hello? My webcam. Hello? Not sure my webcam has died. The webcam is dead. Okay. It's dead. It's dead. Well, I think I'm going to sign out. I think my webcam is now sleepy and he wants to die. My USB hub just died. Cool. Had all my stuff plugged into USB and it's dead. So, yeah, anyway, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'm going to see if I can just turn this on a little bit. Okay, my webcam's dead. It's been great hanging out, everyone. Take care. We'll see you next time. We'll see you. We'll hang out in the Discord. We'll chat. We'll share more about the upcoming games as well. Take care, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. See ya. Bye, everyone. End of stream. End.